Welcome to another episode of Peas Elite.
Hold on.
I can't.
Go ahead, man.
Episode 197.
Wow.
Darren, did you used to sing? That was good.
That was
oh my
really
God,
good.
That's really good.
Thank you.
It's really good.
Stop.
You're really
Guys,
good.
stop. Okay, tell me more. In the basement we have, in the garage we have Darren.
Boom.
Genevieve.
Hey,
I don't think they'll hold it against
friends.
you.
I was gonna say that. I don't think you have to be honest.
And somebody that's like, hey,
It's probably better if they don't know where we are.
Moral oral over here.
hey.
Don't let me do it. In the skyscraper we have.
Exactly. See?
What's happening, folks?
It was good.
Chilling. Imagine they would turn. Sorry. Down.
Were you just saying your text out loud?
He started the
What Jen was.
podcast. He started the podcast and then he's texting out loud.
Sorry.
You're an impressive fellow.
I'm sorry. Jen was texting out loud a minute ago.
I
Anyways,
text you?
No, I said Jen was texting out loud a minute ago.
I wasn't texting out. Oh yeah, I was. Not on the mic. Not on the mic.
What's up with y'all?
I just noticed something about this Hershey bar that's very interesting.
What's that?
There's a picture here, right, of what the chocolate looks like. The better part about it is it says back of bar to let you know this is what the back of the chocolate bar looks like.
Because why?
Because I guess the front is on the front and they don't want anyone getting
Do that wrong,
confused.
yeah.
Somebody will sue them. This is not what it looked like in
I
that.
can't imagine somebody would be like, hey. Is this the front or the back? It's gonna be that.
The part with the words, right, you would think is the top. I don't even think of it as front and back of a chocolate bar.
Who the freak cares?
I do.
I think of it as top and bottom.
That is the front and that is the back.
You do-
Oh, top and bottom makes
Yeah,
more sense.
yeah, I would say top and bottom. I wouldn't even say front and back.
And the reason,
But if you're holding it like that, then does it become front and back?
If you hold it like this, yeah.
So that's why.
But-
But who holds it like this?
You just did.
so
You just told me to.
and also the fact that they had to put it there means somebody complained about.
That's
a bunch of
exactly my
somebody's complained.
point.
Nah, that's not what it is. You know what I
Yeah.
realized?
What?
Everybody has to change something. Like they have to, just to
This
draw
might have been
somebody's
here
eye.
the whole time and not, no. Come on. Come
On
on.
the occasional gas station trip, we get a little chocolate bar.
I get a lot of chocolate bars, but what I'm
I ain't
saying
seen
is
that.
the front's always on the front and we don't really pay attention to that.
Because you see it.
Exactly. You pick it up, you open a joint, and you eat it.
I look at the back, though, because I open it from the back seam.
Yeah, you got to open it from the seam.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no. I think I need to look into that. You think if I call
promise you it's
Hershey,
not a thing.
if I call Hershey, you think they got a number?
Of course.
Scan here or call for food information. I bet.
I swear for God, Darren. If she calls
If she
for
goes
Hershey.
right now,
Imagine. No, that would be rude.
yeah, that would be rude.
Yeah, it's someone's home. Sorry, Mr. Hershey, I had a question.
So when you say front and back,
How were your weekends, you weirdos?
That is so strange. Who
Darren,
the back
how
of
was your
bar
weekend?
on the back of the bar?
we get
Who would do right twist, left twist? They all do this weird stuff.
No, right Twix Twix
Oh, it makes more sense, right? I know, right?
Because that's a gimmick.
But how do you
Because
know which one's really the left or right?
Because they're both the same, exactly. That's the gimmick. That's the joke. But this is literally just some fine print on the back of the thing.
For
That's
you
not in a
to-
commercial. No, this is what the back of the bar looks like.
And talk about it.
Heck no. Heck no.
Of course not.
Heck no.
It didn't get her to
if there's
talk about
somebody
it.
at Hershey getting paid to come up with that idea,
You think anybody's going to be curious and grab that?
grab what?
A Hershey bar because of what you've been saying?
Somebody's definitely going to grab a Hershey bar because of what I just said.
There you go.
That's a very dumb plan.
Word.
I'm going to wait till somebody mentions it on a podcast.
Yeah. Or to their friends on their social media.
Oh my gosh.
Say it.
All right. Go ahead.
Darren, how was your weekend, sir?
weekend was
Oh my
good.
You let her do this.
Me.
You're supposed to facilitate.
How?
Slap the chocolate bar in her hand.
It hurt, yes. It is your fault, Darren. The one who said nothing throughout the whole thing.
That's the point. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly that.
Darren, oh my God. Am I alone
I
here?
want to go home. 5 minutes in. I
that
want to
over?
go home.
Where's Lauren? Where's
No.
Justin? Get the Justin over here, man.
Where's Kobe? Somebody help us.
Help.
Damn it.
Weekend was good.
Oh, yeah, that.
I attended a graduation for my daughter. Graduating high school. Woo!
Man.
Graduated with triple honors.
What did you just say?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I was gonna.
She graduated with high honors. And then she's part of the honor society. and like the National Honor Society as well.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
something like that. So it was it was a funny day. Her mother was there, her sister was there, Clarabelle, and my mother, and we're just very happy for her and enjoyed the moment in the sunlight with her, and just like super, 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 super proud of her. And for her, she's just like, nah, it's a Saturday. Like, just she's so,
What does she get turned up for?
I don't know, anime.
BTS.
BTS, who's going on their own solo thing. I wonder if she knows that.
Didn't I text you asking you? Did you know that?
You did.
We both wondered the same thing, Bim. How about you? Why didn't you wonder that? Why didn't you wonder how would Lexi feel about BTS breaking up and doing solo projects?
Right.
Why didn't you think to ask that?
Because if we all had to deal with our favorite groups breaking up and going solo, they're going to have to figure it out.
Wow, no support.
Yeah. No. Bim's he's real.
Baby Bird.
He's realist. Realist.
Fly.
Fall.
Figure it out. I had to deal with Lil Fizz and them breaking up.
I had to deal with Beyonce leaving the rest of the Destiny's Inner Child. How many times they had to switch group members?
You want me to care about BTS?
You right.
Come on, man.
You right.
What's wrong with her?
You got to work through that.
Your priorities out of whack. Sister.
I got to wipe this off my fingers, but I want to hear what the rest you got to say.
There's nothing of worth.
It's your
No,
daughter's
daughter's
Well,
graduation.
that was done. I mean, yeah, that's done. Congratulations to her. And then what? I said it already. There's no more. I don't know what else to say.
Yo, Darren.
Wow.
What is happening?
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Yeah, I'm so done.
Wow.
Jen is just.
How did she? Ladies and gentlemen, whether you're listening or watching us on YouTube, you'll never know what just happened. And I'm really sorry, because if explaining to you, it just won't do it any justice. So you'll just have to imagine what Jen just did.
I am sick of it.
I don't even know what to say to her. How did she do that? So yeah, had the graduation this weekend. Then I had my niece's first birthday party over there
that's right.
as well. And then Sunday we ran errands and spent a lot of money on kitchen appliances.
It's happening.
So much money.
But Darren, it's necessary.
It's needed.
It's necessary.
Yeah.
Everything's upgraded. Everything.
Yeah, everything.
Y'all sell off the old ones?
We're going to.
Okay.
It's still in use. So yeah, I had a good weekend. How about you?
Dope. Did you get to touch PVD Fest at all?
No, unfortunately not.
My hands are wet.
I
Did you?
Wash my hands.
so on Saturday I attended a wedding.
Yes.
Oh, so you gonna tell us about it?
See. So it's the wife's aunt. She has a huge family, but they're older, like I think 50 plus or something like that. Getting married. So yeah, he loved. But I'm like, wedding.
You could have done without this part.
You already know it's not gonna be like hype. You know,
It's kind of like when somebody who's like on their fourth or fifth kid has a baby shower and you're like,
like, yeah, right. Yeah.
you should have saved some stuff. I mean,
Right. So
Because you're having it to get diapers and wipes and everything else, but you already have the everything else.
Yeah. Right.
So now you have the money to spend on the
on the
diapers and
diapers
wipes.
and wipes, you selfish. You selfish.
Everybody with like 3-4 kids, and I was like, including me.
Yeah, it's a
Right.
rule. Did you know that? I just found it out pretty recently, like a few years ago.
I didn't know.
There's like a rule of thumb, I should say. So if it's your second kid, you're not supposed to have a baby shower unless it's a different gender. So if your first child was a boy and then now you're having a girl, then you can have that second baby shower.
Okay.
But you can have a baby sprinkle where people just bring diapers. And,
Never heard that before.
Yeah, baby sprinkle's a thing. So my sister-in-law actually had one. So,
That's a good idea.
Yeah, so all people got to bring is like diapers and wipes because they know you just had another baby, same gender, a couple years earlier.
People are just selfish then.
So which is why when you get to the fourth, fifth kid, you shouldn't be having a baby shower at all. And then the third kid, if it's the same as for two. If the third child is a boy and the other two are girls, you can maybe have a small one.
Right.
Like a drizzle at that point.
Or if the first kid and the second kid are very far apart in age.
Okay, that makes sense.
So those are the rules of thumbs.
And it's like courtesy too. You want to invite me every year, Kyle? 'Cause
Yeah,
you
like
don't
I'm
know how to
busy.
stop.
Another one?
Right. So wedding, food was terrible,
Oh.
and I texted Darren twice from the wedding.
Oh, yeah, you did.
First one, wink.
Wink.
Second one, I say, yo, I'm paraphrasing because I forget. Yo, this DJ trash, we the goats. And I said that to you, Darren, because it is really hard to be bad at playing music, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
If you're a music lover, it's really hard. You have to almost try to like mess up.
Yeah. Or just go against the grain.
Yeah, especially at like a wedding where everybody's just dancing. Just keep the music going,
Yeah.
and it's fine. So he lost my trust early.
Not lost my trust.
So a DJ will, all right, so Jen, you're out. A DJ is playing a slap, one of your joints is on. And you're on the dance floor. Then the transition is terrible and the next song doesn't match and it's just
It's like Boyz II Men, the second song.
Right, it's like everybody stops.
That's the
He
worst.
did that 3 times in a row.
Wow. He cleared the
So
floor.
wait, when you say in a row, does that mean like he played a hype song, then a not hype song, then a hype song, then a not hype song, then a hype song, then a not hype song? Like, is that 3 times in a row?
Hype song, not hype song, another song, stop to talk,
Oh.
another song, all the way till the song ended and the music faded out. And then the next song. So I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not going to dance. You lost my trust. The wife,
This
you know,
lost my
she's going to
trust.
party.
Yeah, yeah.
She comes and sits down next to me and says, do you want to dance?
Okay.
And I just looked at her. And I said, to this? And she said, yeah. And I laughed for 2 minutes.
What was it? Was it Gangsta's Paradise?
Beat it. She came
Who
and
you
sat
two gonna
down
look like?
next to me
Your husband.
in a
At
suit.
This, at this big
At
age.
this big age wedding you invited me to. No disrespect, of course. At this you invited me to and asked me to dance there and beat it. I said, what are we gonna do? The knife scene? We gonna strap up and try to shank each other? I know the dance, I can do it, but like here? Beat
I
it?
could do it, but
Tie your wrists together.
Yo, like,
not to tie your wrists together.
I laughed for 2 minutes.
Poor
Like I'm
baby.
doing right now.
And she was so sincere.
And she's
like,
just looking at me. I'm like, you have no idea why this is so
oh,
funny.
poor baby. She's just like,
I just want you to have fun. No, you just did it, baby. I love you.
I had a blast.
You asked me to dance to beat it?
As soon as you said that, because it's just so funny, because I feel like in my head, I only see kids up to the age of 7 dancing to beat it.
Mad cartwheels on the dance
Right.
floor.
Because it's not like a couple's dance. It's not like
No.
like you're doing your own thing.
Even if you do a 2-step, it got to be aggressive.
And you have to sing, of course, right? So you're just singing.
It's not a dancing song.
You got to do mad
There's
shoulder.
nothing.
Oh, boy.
There's maybe dancing in a circle, like looking at each other.
Yeah, not the body roll.
All of it. See, you know, there. My jacket in the with it. Come on. Oh, my wife has no idea how funny that was, yo.
That is great. Thank
she
you.
killed me with that
Whew.
one. Oh, my God.
The idea, I'm going to try it this
Poor
weekend.
baby.
Don't do
I'm going to ask Darling.
Don't do it. Because you might get the knives and be like, all right, fine, let's do it.
Winner take all.
You gotta back into each other.
You're right.
Because now the whole video's in my head. I can see it all played out, look at each other, and
Oh,
then
my.
do this, and then somebody gonna come and
Just beat it, beat it, beat
you
it.
gotta strip.
Oh, my God.
And then you guys come up behind me. You guys are
Right.
my gangs.
And then who's gonna break it up?
Who's going to break it
Somebody
up?
gotta come
Earl.
and break it up.
Oh, and then he joins the dance. Yes.
And that's why we belong together.
Oh, Mariah
Damn.
Carey.
No, really, really though. And then on Sunday,
Sundai.
shout out to Bobby. We went to Rosendale for his birthday shindig.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. So before that though, I had the wife drop me off because I wanted to drink and do drugs.
Okay.
So I walked, and that's when I sent you guys that video. But I stopped by PVD Fest real quick, and man, there was some interesting acts, yo. I don't know if you guys saw the stuff I put on the story. There was a band called, I don't want to mess up the name because they were, excuse me, crazy.
Sarah and Bim don't want to mess up the name because they were crazy.
Crazy.
Crazy with a K and a Crazy.
And the funny part about it is the band was like weird enough, and I was like, there's just the right amount of high for it. Old white woman, gray hair. Old white guy, bald. Older black guy with dreads, and somebody else. They had a 3-tier stage. This is all downtown Kennedy Plaza. And one's playing an organ, one's playing the trumpet, and then out of nowhere.
Organ and a trumpet at the same time?
Oh, no, not the same time. Jen, they're not that talented. But they were on the different tiers. And then I see hands come out of nowhere, right? So they're huge inflatable hands.
I was seeing pictures of the hands all
okay,
over.
Okay, I did
That
see
was
that in
them.
the story.
So the hands are going, I'm like, oh, that's cool. And then the hands come down, and then they put up a piece in front of the stage, and it looked like a mouth. So the hands were next to the mouth, and it looked like almost like a spider. And they would open the mouth, and when they played an instrument, it would blow out smoke and smoke rings and all that stuff. Then the hands went back up, and the thumbs came off the hands. And they had a thumb war with them both playing guitars. I could have stayed out there for 20 minutes. And then Justin pops up behind me.
Hey.
And same thing. He's like captivated by this. It was just ever changing. I'm going to see them live. I'm not even joking.
Did you find the name of the group?
Yeah, Squonk.
Squonk.
Yeah, I'm going to see them live. I'm going to pay for them.
Squonk?
Yeah, I want to watch the whole show.
How's that spelled?
It is spelled
Squonk.
Squonk. They are goofy as hell.
Good job, Jen.
It's one of the silliest but most creative things I've seen because the music was actually good. It was just a different sound, not much lyrics, but just it was dope, dope.
Cray.
Squonk.
Yeah, and I proceeded to party and hang out with people's after,
Patty.
and I got very, very drunk,
Oh.
like,
Again.
but worse.
Oh.
Oh, wow, worse, huh?
Yeah, we were at Needle and Thread. I mean, at Rosendale, drinking. So then they're like, "Hey, we're feeling good. Let's go to another spot." So we're going to another spot. This spot, Paris, on Smith Street. So I'm
Somebody
in there.
drove you there?
Yeah, I didn't drive anywhere. Somebody did. I won't say who because we were all drinking. So, so I'm in there having another drink, and I'm sitting, and it's always bad when you sit because then it all whatever.
Oh, I know.
And then they start talking about going to another place.
Oh, wow.
I said, I'm not going anywhere with you guys. And I hit the wife. I'm like, please get me. Just get me wherever I am. Outside, walking, blah. But I'm cool.
But I'm cool.
But you're not cool.
Only Bim could be cool throwing up.
Because guess what happened? I did that. She came. I said, let's go to the chicken spot. I walked into the chicken spot, ordered chicken, sat down for 10 minutes, had a conversation, paid for the chicken, got home. I'm
better.
excited.
All better.
I'm
you
going to
went
watch
back
Stranger
out?
Things with my wife.
Oh.
And no, okay, we're here for the night.
Okay.
10 minutes after sitting again on the couch. Oh, no. I had like 4 fries, and I proceeded to then throw up for about 2 hours, on and off. And I couldn't even be mad at myself. I would just roll over in the bathroom like, you did it to yourself?
You did this.
You did this.
You did this.
At your
terrible.
big age.
At least my big ass. I was like, I don't drink, man. I'm not a drinker, cut. It was crazy, but so fun. And I'm training for Cancun, so
No.
When is Cancun? July?
July 15th. Hey, yeah.
When he goes on the cruise.
Oh, so you get a week off.
I'm glad you guys are going away at the same time.
Oh, it would have been doable for you all.
That'd be great too, but at least it's not like, oh, you guys should still make an episode. But it's just me
then you
now.
gotta deal with
You hate that pressure.
Yeah. So what are we gonna do, Jen? How was your weekend?
My weekend was good. I thought my weekend was going to be PVD festing. I thought I was going to get there early and see Chip's show. I was very excited about that. Shout out to him. He had like the main stage of City Hall at noon
Saw some clips.
on Saturday. So that was my plan. I was very excited about it. I told everybody this is what I was doing. Saturday comes. I started cleaning a little bit. And then I got hungry and I realized we didn't have any food. So I was like, I'm going to make a grocery list. As I'm making the grocery list, my brother texted me that my nephew graduated high school.
Saturday?
Yeah. When were you going to mention that? So I'm like, oh, I would have liked to have known that. And he's like, yeah, he's having a graduation party today.
Huh?
No.
You say your brother said that? Like your blood brother?
Yeah.
The one that you're
That's
close
what's up.
to, the one that likes you and you like him? Sort of.
I would never say on the mic that there's one that I like and don't like.
Okay. Good job.
He said good job.
So yeah, so needless to say, that took precedence, and I did not go downtown at all. And then Sunday was just like Sunday, so I didn't leave that day either. So I sadly missed all of PVD Fest 2022.
That makes me sad, man. Because
None of us.
Well, I got there for a little bit on Sunday.
for
at least.
Sunday.
Yeah,
And I
but-
wanted to. I wanted to go on Sunday.
Oh yeah, you said you were going Sunday.
I
You
wanted
didn't
to,
make
but
it.
No, we ran errands. We were running. We were getting ready for Alexis's party in July, and then we went appliance shopping, and that took like 2 hours. and we have the boys. And
Yeah, it's too much.
That's a lot for one Sunday.
Yeah, I think Sunday is going to be my PVD Fest day. I know Saturday's
Yeah.
like the popping day with a bunch of. I love Sunday. You could walk around without bumping into people.
Yeah, yeah.
Music and stuff was great.
It's made
All
for
the vendors
it's made
still
for
there.
people like Old Man Fuja.
Oh my goodness! I'm so happy. I had room to stroll downtown.
Oh man, Fuja.
Had my monocle. I said
Definitely a
good
returning
day.
character.
Yeah.
He's a returning
That's
character.
me, man. It was incredible.
Old Man
you
Fuja
get
and
the
Old
vibe.
Darren.
I posted up on a pole and just watched the show like this.
Oh
and-
man, Fuja.
Yeah.
8/7 Central on the CW.
I gotta be on a little early. Can I get 7:30,
There's no
7:00?
7:30. 7:30 is like Entertainment Tonight.
Oh, I'm competing with like Jeopardy and stuff. You're right.
extra.
8/7. extra. I'm like, how is Billy Bush still on TV, bro?
Oh, my
What are we talking
God.
about? When they ever said he's related to the Bushes, I'm like, the guy on Hard Copy or whatever it is related to George Bush.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that? He's like their relative, and so that's why when the whole thing happened with Trump on the bus and while grabbing him by the he's the one that caught him, well, with the hot mic or whatever.
I had no idea he was related to them. He got like their face, but not really.
Right? He's literally related to them, like their cousin or something.
Interesting.
And so
You
when
close.
when they said that, I was like, his name is Billy Bush, huh?
Oh, that's so interesting. You're stupid.
So now he's on another show like that. And I'm like, how is he still on TV? You were with Trump when he said grab him by the pussy, bro. You shouldn't be on TV no more.
Well, he ain't say it.
I know, but there's something about it. You should be doing something else now.
Hey, nah, he's alright.
He's definitely on
Go
it.
ahead, Billy.
Billy Bush.
Damn, that's sad though, because PVD Fest, I feel like people were themselves. I think that's one of the times where like everybody doesn't matter. Even the homeless people were chilling, or maybe they were hipsters and that look homeless. I couldn't figure it out.
Whoa.
I couldn't figure it out. One of them I knew because the dog was way too exotic. A lot of dogs,
Well, if they got exotic dogs, they're definitely not
Yeah.
Homeless. They live downtown in those expensive apartments.
but he looked very homeless. I'm like, they choose to dress like this. That's
Yeah.
fun. And everybody's walking around be their gay little selves. It was so dope. I'm an ally. I can say that. No, it's true. It's true. No, honestly.
My man said.
I'm
I
an
can,
ally.
I can say that.
I'm an ally.
I got a pass.
It is Pride Month.
Yeah, no, it was fire. Like that almost feels like that utopia feeling that people talk about. Walking around at something like that with so many different types of people doing different things, it just feels good. But then I wonder,
I would love to know what you wonder.
where do all the grumpies go on PVD Fest Day? Like, you know what I'm
They
saying?
stay
'Cause-
home.
Yeah, because they're not in the mix. So
They moved Kennedy Plaza for it.
Oh, excuse me.
that's so interesting that like a whole different group of people won't do something because other people are having fun. That's so strange. Anyways, shout out to everybody. Keep
But
having
yeah.
fun. Stay safe.
If you're like us, uncool kids, and you miss PVD Fest, the good thing is in Rhode Island, almost like every weekend there's something to do.
That's a fact.
This coming weekend is Pride.
I was about to ask you, is it this weekend? Mm-hmm. So on top of it being Pride, it's also Juneteenth in Roger Williams Park
Yes,
on
it
Sunday.
is.
There's also a loud session pop-up on Saturday.
Yes, that's true. I got to pull up.
Lena's Litos will be at both. So,
Oh, for real?
yes, sir.
I see her working though.
Yeah.
I love
Doing
it.
double duty.
I love it.
And then the following 2 weeks after that is
Culture
Culture
Fest,
Fest, which
Rhode
is very
Island.
exciting as well.
Can't wait for that one.
I don't know where the CV Festival falls into all that, but that's a thing that's happening this year again.
Puerto Rican, Dominican, did that happen already? In
I
April?
feel like Puerto Rican might have been this past week, but I don't remember it being in Providence.
No, I don't think it was this past week. Well, at least I didn't hear.
I,
The wife is pretty.
you know what?
into
It might have been whatever the actual holiday is. I don't know. I don't know what the festival's for Puerto Rican Day Parade. Well, the Puerto Rican Day. I don't know what Puerto Rican Day is. Is it really Puerto Rican Day Parade, or is it a Puerto Rican Day Parade? You know what I'm saying? Like, is there a Puerto Rican Day?
Or is it just a Puerto Rican day? A day parade.
A day parade for Puerto Rico,
It's a parade during the day.
right?
Or is it Puerto
Or is
Rican
it Puerto Rican Day?
Day?
Parade. Yes. See,
So,
Before we go, 'cause we were sinking into this.
so. God damn it.
it's a valid question.
It was on June 12th, but it's always on a Sunday. So I think it moves with the,
So June 12th was PVD Fest third day.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I told you.
Oh, interesting. That's a conflict.
Because the Puerto Rican Air Forces came out last week. That's why.
So it's always lockstep. And
I
Dominican
mean, it
one's
would
when?
make sense.
August?
I want to say
Look
August.
at me when you ask
Because
this.
it's the same
That's
island.
my friend. No sé.
No sé, no sé, no puedo.
Ooh, boy, that's funny. So what's the answer, Bim? I thought you were looking it up. Puerto Rican Day or Puerto Rican Day?
Oh, they just call it Puerto Rican Day Parade.
Yes.
So the parade is always on that Sunday.
Right.
But
so
is
is
it-
it Puerto
Is there an
Rican?
actual day? I don't have an actual Puerto Rican day. I don't think that's a thing.
Okay.
He's not.
Even
understanding-
Wiki says
He's
Puerto
not.
Rican Day Parade.
He's not understanding our question.
not, he's
He's
not.
not. Explain it to him, please.
Is it a parade during the day for Puerto Ricans?
or
or
is
you
there
You
Puerto-
both are still carrying on with this silly thing. Where do you think it's going to go, Dare? Huh? If I say I don't know, then what?
We're hoping you'll join in.
No.
If we just as befuddled as us.
Oh, yo.
So Puerto Rican Day is a thing.
What is it?
That's the next question.
Good thing my wife doesn't listen as often as she should.
First one was held Sunday, April 13th, 1958 in Manhattan.
You said
Wow.
April 13th, and then now you say it's in June.
They move it.
I
Whenever
know,
They put
that's
it when
all right.
they
It's-
want.
I'm just
when they're
saying-
ready. It's whenever they're ready.
Because Puerto Ricans be late.
Yeah, whenever they're ready, they do it.
Sorry, Jack.
Ahora.
Ah!
Gang.
Yeah,
That's not
see,
it.
okay.
They're allies.
Yeah, we're allies. You can say it. Fine.
So all right. So first was in April, 2 months late before. All right.
Yeah, and they just, whatever.
But what I'm saying is Puerto Rico is part of America, right?
Of course.
It's not officially a state, but it's part of America. There's no California Day.
Yeah.
There's no Rhode Island Day. So what is Puerto Rican Day? They're not like independent. Usually countries' day is because of independence. So what is Puerto Rican Day?
So
I think
wait,
it's just a day given
Is it-
in the U.S. to celebrate the culture.
is there no
I'm
California Day because the Californians didn't make it?
Guys, I'm not playing with y'all today. I'm not playing with y'all today.
I don't know what was that. It seems to be a lot stronger than I know.
I didn't warn him. It was a different one. I'm sorry.
Why is it getting smaller and smaller as we speak?
Yeah, I swear to God. I take full blame.
Oh, but yeah, if the Puerto Ricans would just say, "Hey, it's Puerto Rican Day today. Today is it."
Like it's National Puerto Rican Day, but that would be America Day.
Yo, but it's the culture. It's the culture because it wasn't always part of the U.S.
Right, but it's National Puerto Rican Day.
Yeah,
It's
like
something-
Indigenous
Okay,
got a day.
But did,
right?
did something significant happen on a day for Puerto Ricans?
That's what I'm asking.
That's a
today.
different question.
That's the
You
same
haven't
question.
asked that question yet. Did something happen? I don't know. You just pick a day. You put out of a
I
hat.
don't think
Pick a day out of a
I
hat.
don't think anything could have happened because then they would have stuck to
that day. Right.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
what you're saying.
Yeah, they just picked the day out of a hat.
So
And like, y'all want to move it? All right, we'll just check and just take another pick.
baby, we can do whatever you want, Papa.
Yeah.
It is to honor the 3.2 million inhabitants of Puerto Rico and all the people of Puerto Rican birth or heritage residing on the U.S. mainland.
Yeah.
Boom. That's it. Celebrate the peoples. And look at Jen.
Jen-
Damn. Damn.
Jen said.
Damn. God.
Jen said.
You're not an ally?
Jen said.
Ally? What happened, Jen?
Jen said.
I just don't. To me, it's a state. It's not officially.
Your
a state.
friend
not
wasn't
a
always.
state.
It wasn't always part of the
It's not
U.S.
even-
Neither was Hawaii or Alaska, but it is now.
Jen
When's
said-
Hawaii Day?
Jen said.
Do they want a day? Maybe they have one.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe they Puerto Ricans were like, "Yo, we're making Puerto Rican Day," and no other state has done that yet.
Yo, fam,
So
I swear.
We could, literally, we could go, "Yo, tomorrow's Rhode Island Day."
If y'all keep comparing Puerto Rico to a state, I swear to God. I'm an ally, so I'll fight this with y'all. I don't care. I don't care. Oh my God.
It's not our only territory, Bib.
She's still
Do we have
going.
Virgin Islands
She's
Day?
still going.
When is Virgin
Maybe
Well,
Islands?
we
because
do.
the Virgin Islands didn't say, "Hey,
They're a
Thursday."
territory just like Puerto Rico.
But that population is a heavy. In this United States, like the actual. No.
Mainland? Okay.
It's not.
Virgin Islands.
You guys celebrate that culture if the population is that
Don't
deep.
look that
yo.
up, Jen. Please don't.
That's fine.
Okay.
I'm not doing anything.
Is there a Ghana Day? Is that why you're mad?
We're not a territory. But Ghana has an Independence Day because they're independent.
Yes, so that's what I was alluding to
But
earlier.
Puerto Rico's not. So what are we celebrating?
The people that live here with us,
Everybody's a person that lives somewhere.
but not from a native land.
Okay.
That wasn't always part
I'm
of
not doing this
one.
anymore. You're right. Let's just.
I can't wait.
I didn't
for
know
the-
there was a Republican Jen. I love
I
it.
can't-
I'm not being Republican. I just don't. I'm just very curious. I'm like, there has to be more of an answer, and I'm not. I think it's a day.
I think for an inclusive country that we have, that is amazing.
I think it should be a day, but I feel like there has to be some kind of significance as to why specifically they have a day that nobody knows, and that's why I'm like, but we need more.
Do we know why Black History Month is October?
Isn't it February? Black History
See?
Month.
I didn't know that. February? Do we know why it's February?
I thought it was
Yes, the
February.
reason was as what I thought was because when they finally decided to give Black people a day, they just chose the shortest month.
Is that the real reason?
They definitely met.
Because I know that's a jokey reason that I say.
I always thought that was a real reason. Just like how
We should look that up.
the penny is the only one that's brown and he's facing the other way. Because
why?
Abraham Lincoln.
Because he freed the blacks. That's why.
Yeah,
That's why they did that to the penny.
I believe
that's,
so.
That's the reason.
I never
they
knew
say. The unofficial reason.
So that's what I'm saying. There
That's
has to
fire.
be.
I stand out.
That's
man.
fire.
I stand out.
Right?
So yeah, there has
Can
to
you
be
tell
a
the difference
reason.
from a penny from a distance?
Yeah, it's also the worthless one.
No, I was just talking about standing out. I ain't talking about that. Money's fake. It doesn't
yeah,
matter.
you're right.
Money's fake.
Right. No, you're right.
In 2,000
Hey,
years when
hey, in prison, you know what you can get for this? Is it the same as like paper
blowjob.
currency?
you get a blowjob for that
Money's fake.
in jail, and I think some people would say a blowjob is priceless.
I don't know. If I'm giving somebody a chocolate bar, I'm not really expecting much out of the blowjob. Like I don't.
What's the situation?
I don't want it because I feel like
you know, I could paint the perfect situation. Right?
Of course you can. Let's do it.
You ready?
let's go.
You know the people deserve something better at close to 200. You guys deserve a lot more than this.
But here we are talking about Kit Kats and blowjobs.
So Darren, so this is the currency for sexual favors, right? That's what you're saying. A chocolate bar.
King size at that.
Come on.
Kit Kat for a lit lack.
So you don't think in a setting that you can hand this to someone, male or female, preference was up to you, who is talented and also wants this really, really bad.
Okay.
But
Yes.
but what if they're not talented?
Right? It just happens. You don't know if people are talented or not. But if they know that, hey, I can get one of these if I'm good at that, I'll study up.
But do you give them that before or after the blowjob?
How does the currency exchange work?
It's usually before.
There you go. Thank you. He's a pro.
Wait, you give them the chocolate bar before the blowjob?
Do you pay before
Yeah,
you get your meal?
Yeah.
Sometimes
Well, it depends.
Well, if at a fast food
What's
joint, you pay
fast food-
first.
Yeah, but at a restaurant,
you pay after.
So have you gotten a massage? A real massage?
Yeah. I pay at the end.
Oh, yeah, you pay at the end.
See what I'm saying?
Huh.
It could go either
It's
way,
interesting.
baby.
So I
If they
guess-
have a pimp, you pay first. If they don't have a pimp, you pay
Yeah.
after.
well, because I'm thinking now, I should get. The
We
head-
shouldn't be going this far
I should get it before. I should get the service before.
before you pay.
Because if I give it to them before,
They can just
have
leave.
no incentive to even do a good job.
They
That is
not even
correct.
do a good job. They could just leave.
They can just leave.
That's correct. So protect yourself. But you do believe that you could use this as currency.
I guess.
There you go. That's it. Money's fake.
Blowjobs are real.
Okay.
Put it on a shirt. Cuh.
Hey guys, is that word radio okay? No. Okay. No.
I hate when he
okay.
thinks out loud on the podcast. It's like you texting out loud. It's so off-putting, Darren.
Jen, you were texting a lot before I.
Before I.
Not on the podcast.
You
though.
were in the mic talking about it though.
Oh, my God.
Ah, whatever. You're right. Can I tell you guys something that happened to me?
Please.
The week before last.
No, we don't do that on a
Come
podcast.
on.
What? Am I missing something? Oh,
No.
I was just being a jerk to him.
So
let him alone.
we recorded Wednesday last week with the cases. Shout out to them. Shout out to
Oh, we got to talk about that a little bit.
I believe the following day, that Thursday, the wife and I attended a gala. My job
Gala?
my job is a sponsor for a company that we do business with, and they were holding a gala, Adoption RI,
Okay.
and they had a silent auction. Have you ever dealt with silent?
You did a
auctions
silent
before?
auction
I've
there?
never participated.
Never. Have you?
No, did
Wait,
you?
wait, sorry. Silent auction where there's like items
The items. You,
and you just write down.
Yep. Okay. So.
Oh, I have been to one. Yeah.
So we get there, they give us a paddle. With my number. My number was 122. And I was like, oh, this is cool. And I practiced, and the wife was like, give me that. Like, you're
Already.
too ready. Right? So,
She's a smart lady.
I've never been to a silent auction, but I recognize that this is similar to eBay,
Yes.
right?
Ooh, yeah.
Similar to eBay.
Yeah, they do call
And-
eBay an auction.
And I recognize that I do something in the eBay world that is pretty big asshole-ish of me. Whenever I see an item, like say this item's up for bid, and I see other people are bidding for it, I will bid, and I don't really want it. I'd bid just to drop the
No,
price.
you don't,
I
Darren.
do.
No, you don't.
That is a
Are you
dangerous
serious?
game to play.
It's a very dangerous game to play.
No. But this is why he's evil.
No,
he
I know why
knows
he's
the
evil.
amount to do where he knows for sure that he's not going to win.
That.
Because he wouldn't do it unless he knew for sure he was going to
That.
win. That's why he's evil.
I am an evil on eBay.
Yeah.
Nowhere else.
Because if I bid 145 or something,
I
he'll
come
come
in
to 146
150.
or 150.
Yep. Just to see that person. Okay, 151. Okay, now I know the person's in. So now, if I'm really like bored, then I've done this like too many times to count.
See, this guy, man.
We'll leave it there. So,
Come on. Every time Darren tells us something he does when he's bored, I'm just praying, please don't let this man be bored too often.
he has a dark side.
very
This is where
dark.
he
yeah,
taps into
when
the-
I'm
very
bored and I'm looking at my phone and if I see eBay, I'll go, oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like that, right? So, anyways, so we get to the gala. I'm nervous because this is my first company outing with my big boss, and so I'm like, shoot. But we get there, he's mad cool, we're all mingling and talking, and we're walking around the tables, and one of the prizes was a sandals vacation,
Whoa.
right?
Do you know to where?
You get to choose. It was
Stop it.
Yeah, it's a 4-day, 3-night
Wow.
to any sandal you want. Valued at $2,500, you put your bids. Now, I recognize that we get there and we look around and we're like, these people got money.
Yeah.
So I'm not taking that into consideration, but I kind of am. And I recognize by the end of the event, I took it in consideration the wrong way.
Oh,
So I see the sandals thing of all the things that looks like the most interesting. I say to myself, I know I'm not going to win this, but let's play around. So it says the bid started at like 500, and it goes up by increments of 100. That's why I said, oh, these people got money.
Yeah.
So I said, you put your number, you put the amount you want to wager, cool. So Darren put 122, $900, walk away. Right?
what did you just say?
Yes.
What did you just?
Because-
Why'd you pick such a high number?
Because it was at 800.
and you
I could've
said,
do-
they're gonna outbid me,"
Yeah,
and you did,
but you can't put 801. It has to go by 100.
and you were cool. with
And I
that.
said fine because I know.
It's valued at 2,500, right? Of course it'll go higher.
Yeah, if somebody wants this, cool.
Oh,
So I
Boy.
bid.
Such a
I
hard
walk
time.
away. mingle.
Oh my
They say
God.
everybody starts to begin to take your seats. We're about ready to begin. And the wife looks at me and she's like, "Oh, did you end up? That sandals thing is still there." And I was like, "Oh yeah, I bid." And she's like, "No, you didn't." She goes, "Look," and she's like, "Oh shit, you did, but I got outbid." Now, people are starting to go in. I look at it again. It's at 1,000. And I said,
when is this TV show
Yo.
coming out? Because I want to watch this episode.
I said, no. That's much too little. I said 122, 1,100. And I said, okay, now I feel better. The person who really wants this, that's the max they're gonna pay. Cool. You have to pay 1,200 for this shit. Cool. That's like half the value. I feel good about myself, right?
It's for charity, right?
Yeah, it's for charity, man.
Yeah.
So we go
Adoption.
inside, we sit down. They do this presentation where they show us these kids that are up for adoption and blah blah blah, the whole thing. And and so at first they do the donation part, right? Where they're like, okay, we're trying to meet blah 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 blah. So do I need at least 8 people to have 8 people who want to donate $2,500. People putting paddles up, and I'm like, I put my paddle, I moved my paddle to the middle of the table.
I'm done with this for the
I
evening.
I'm not needing this for the
I just
rest
need
of
it for a fan.
at this point. And so, again, not really knowing how it works, when somebody raises their paddle, they have somebody taking note of their number. That person comes, gives them a little slip, where that person takes a slip, and they pay by the end of the night. Cool. It goes on and goes on. And finally, it gets to like, okay, like we need like a little bit, like donations for, do I have anybody want to donate $250, right? And I feel like a poke in my back. And it's the wife, like, come on, donate, come on. And I'm like,
You are a charitable
ma'am,
folk."
no.
It's not even her boss, it's yours.
She got in the spirit. That's how they get you.
She got in the spirit.
It's like a casino.
Man.
They knew what they're doing.
That, Bim.
I'm saying it's like
That.
it's not even like it's her coworkers. But she's like, we
was
can't
in-
let Brenda outbid us.
Yo, and it wasn't even like at that point. It wasn't even like outbid. It was like, okay, we have like 35 people who are willing to pledge $250. So she poked me. I said, if you want to do it, you do it. Like you pay for it. Cool. So they're about to do one big part of the night, and then they go, oh yeah, a silent auction. And I say, shit, I forgot all about it.
You get that little sweat. That little
I
sweat.
definitely said, shit, I forgot all about the silent auction. Here I am having a grandiose old time. And I said, damn, I never went back to check. So they said, okay, the golf thingy, the trip to Tuscany, and the Sailors
Tuscany?
Resort. Yeah, they had some other stuff. Wow. And the Sailors Resort goes to 122 Darren. And I was like, shit! I said so many bad words in my head. Like so many. I can't even tell you the succession of swear words that were in my head.
And you said this happened a couple weeks ago. You sat on this information from us for 2.
I couldn't tell you guys in the last pod.
You're right. Thank you for holding
You
that.
didn't even like. I would
Nope.
not even in the chat. Nothing.
No, man. So I'm like,
Oh, shit.
beep, beep, beep.
Oh, my
I'm
goodness.
like, and of course, everybody's like, oh!
What a guy. What a guy. He really cares.
And I'm like, do I have money? I said,
Oh,
I'm
dear.
supposed to be trying to buy a car. I don't have now. At the end of it, great deal. I'm getting this vacation to any single spot for half the price that it usually costs.
Great deal.
Amazing deal. And I was going to a great cause.
Oh, my God.
But man, you know, you go somewhere, you go out, you're not expecting to spend.
Bruh,
$1200?
you spent. I get mad when I spend $120. I'm like, oh, what happened tonight? Darren. Oh, dear.
They might tell you
And you buying appliances, but you
Literally.
rich.
every,
In a car.
every
Damn.
bad word.
In the kitchen.
You know, it was serious, right? You know, they of course they give me the slip. Thank you so much for your generosity. I'm looking at the slip. I look at Clarabelle. She looks at me with a very concerned face. Are you okay? I said, yeah, I'm fine because my boss is right there. What am I gonna say? I said, yeah, I'm fine. I look at my boss like, can I expense this? Hardy hard. And inside I'm like, fuck.
Oh, my God.
Can I expense this?
Oh, my God.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
So now I'm like,
Wait a minute, give us a second. Wait a minute. Oh my god. Oh my god, his second expenses. Hold on. Wait a second, I gotta get past that one. I was doing alright. I'm sure if we need a moment, whoever's listening needs a moment. So give us a second, Darren.
Damn.
The tears.
Oh, boy.
Second expenses.
can I expense this? Hey Brian, can I expense?
I swear we got to make this. No, seriously, this is gold. Whoa.
Only because it's Darren, it just makes it so funny. I'm sorry. All right, go ahead.
So now I'm like,
Because there's more, Bim.
it's a little bit more. They give me the slip, and cool. So you know, Bim, like,
His name.
you know when like you go out to dinner, the bill comes and you're like, shit, I don't know if I have enough. Let me go to them to pay rather than they give me the check.
I use the bathroom. Can I talk to you a second, buddy?
I used-
You know, I grab his hand. Hey, can I talk to you for a second, man? Hand's so soft.
I got the little slip. I'll be right back. I want to go take care of this down before you know. And I go haul up.
I'm crashing.
I haul up to the table. You know, I knew I had enough to cover it. It wasn't money I was prepared to spend.
Yeah.
So I'm taking out your check, bro. I don't know.
So now I'm over here, and I'm like, okay, like, I want to pay for this as quickly as possible. before anybody comes around, and the lady's taking her own sweet time. And now I'm curious. Now I'm asking all the questions that I shouldn't be asking to these people. So I'm like, just out of curiosity, what if somebody couldn't pay for like what they pledged, and they were like, no, you have to be able to pay. I was like, no, not me.
Not me.
I was just curious.
Oh God.
So I pay for the thing. The wife is happy, and I'm like, yeah, okay, well.
Did you
hey,
also pledge the $250?
Yes,
But you made her pay
I
that.
made her pay that.
That's
Y'all are just God got y'all. God got y'all. You know. Yeah.
So I will say, the silver lining to this was my job, because it was sponsors, heard about what happened, and they gave me a bonus
Stop it.
for $1,000.
what?
Yeah.
Wait, they heard about what happened, meaning like you bidding and getting the trip?
Yeah, but they didn't say this is what we're doing it, but they were like,
They heard that he
you're
bid.
due a bonus for all the work that you do. Thank you for your work that you do. And so I came out, but still I will never
That's
play
awesome.
this. I will never play this game again.
Because that's an expensive gamble.
And then I recognized that although these people are rich, they don't care about no Sandals Resort.
No, they got their homes and all that
Yeah,
stuff. They don't
they
want
don't
that.
care about
You're
Sandals.
like, I'm not going
They don't
there.
want to go to Jamaica.
That's a broke man's vacation. Broke? Yeah, I go to
Brokey,
Iceland.
Right. I'm trying to go to Greenland, my friend. But yeah, I will.
It's for two, right? The vacation?
It is for two. So
Dope.
How many days? You said 4 and 3? 4 days.
4 and
days?
3. We're gonna try to probably extend it like one more day or something like that. And then I'm gonna use my credit card points to do the flight. So
Come on, man.
yeah.
Hey.
So it ended up working out. But in the moment,
That's hilarious.
man,
Ooh.
I was like,
boy. You live on the edge, my brother.
oh man.
You live
Oh
on the
man.
edge.
But then carefree the whole entire night. I'm not even concerned about because I never win anything.
This is a little different. This ain't a 50-50 raffle. This is like you said, hey.
Yeah.
Matter of fact,
Oh, my
this
God.
is you not winning once again, so it's on brand.
That is true. Look at that. Damn, the episode ended sad.
This is how it's supposed to end.
It's just so sad. Everybody's sad.
Damn, he's on the toilet. Damn, I'm a loser still.
Still.
I never
When you
win.
thought you won, but you
But you
didn't.
still lost. It's still an L.
So that's my life.
That was excellent, Darren.
Thank
Oh,
you
damn.
guys. I was sitting on that for a while, and I'm so happy I told you guys now.
That's what she should.
Well, we mentioned something during that story, Darren. You want to share with the people? You got yourself a new toy.
Oh yeah, I got a car.
Come on, man.
Yay! I finally got a car. Woohoo to me. It's a nerve-wracking decision. I don't know why I was so nervous about it.
Oh, tell us about the price or what?
Just all of it, really. It was like, am I making the right choice? You don't want to choose a car that it's gonna last you for a while.
For context, this is car number what?
He shrugged his shoulders.
Come on.
I have no idea. No
We're
idea.
exceeding what, 15?
Yeah, oh yeah.
So you're still nervous.
Wow, man.
Jen, I wasn't expecting him to say he was nervous in purchasing a car. Friend, you are very, what did they say?
Experience.
Very
I don't wanna
experienced in the field, you know?
I don't want to keep doing this. I will say though.
Y'all gonna kill me tonight.
I will say. I don't know if it will work like this for other people.
Wait,
But-
no, I'm sorry. You said definitely more than 15. More than 20?
I think we counted on the pod
We
one
did
We
time.
count,
counted
but
the
I don't
jobs.
remember.
We didn't count the car.
No, we did count the
We
cars.
counted cars too.
And I don't remember.
It's like 21 or something like
Something
that.
like that.
This guy's lived a life. Mad lives, yo.
At my young age.
But he's nervous. Go ahead there.
Well, I will say a tip that I got that actually really worked out for me. Instead of doing financing with the dealer, I went to a credit union.
Yeah.
And I got a much better rate.
Absolutely.
Much better rate.
Stuff I wish I knew.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. The dealership was trying to offer me like 8.2, and I got 3.64.
Whoa. Which credit union, if you don't mind?
Rhode Island.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what folks
so-
were saying.
Yep.
Same for home loans too.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
Much better
Yeah.
interest rates. Yeah.
So, yeah, I was happy with the car. Hopefully it'll last me more than 2 years.
I think you will. You got you a Honda.
A Honda Ridgeline. Jen, I got a bed, like could put stuff in.
Storage.
I have a
underneath
bed
the
I can
truck
sleep
bed.
in.
Oh my
You're
god!
right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But you had asked when mine was coming. They
Oh,
did
yeah.
push it out, but I think it's gonna come soon. They said December or January now.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay.
But tomorrow
You get a picture of it?
they're gonna bring one here for me to drive.
No
Yeah,
way.
I'm hyped. Yeah. Tomorrow.
You're gonna
So,
bring one here for you to drive?
man.
What time?
3 o'clock. I'll get some footage for y'all. Yeah,
I'll be
it's
out.
only like 30 minutes, half hour, 45 minutes, something like that. But
That's a long
Oh,
test
that's
drive.
dope, though.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
they
nice.
let you get around. They'll let make sure it fits in the garage. Okay, show you,
You could
some
probably
stuff.
drive to Connecticut and back in 45 minutes.
But who's gonna do that?
No, I'm just saying that's a long test drive.
Yeah, I'm with it though.
Yeah,
all
that's dope.
around. So yeah, I get to test drive, man. I'm hyped. It's a very bad financial decision, but whatever. It's one of those things, man. Will I die? No. It's fine. I'm hyped. Well, we'll be truck friends, man.
Yay.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it.
And-
We'll go off-roading, me and
Ah,
Darren.
yay!
Are you gonna keep this one?
What's that?
Are you gonna keep the Camry?
Out of here.
What?
Why pay insurance for 2 vehicles?
So what are you gonna do with it?
Sell it. I looked it up on Carvana, one of those. It's like $3,000.
Don't go to Carvana.
No.
No go Carvana?
They don't
No.
give a year
Toyota
cards worth.
sends me like actual paper letters, emails, asking for my car, and they always say I can get like 8 for it.
Yeah.
But you got good mileage.
No, I don't. I got like 111,000.
196.
Whoa.
Oh damn.
Yeah, $3,000.
Oh damn.
For
It
a
don't
Toyota,
look it, right?
No,
For a
it's great.
Toyota, I mean, the miles really shouldn't make that drastic of a difference.
It
You
doesn't,
can,
but
you
you
can
can't
sell
sell
it.
it for
You
more.
can sell it for
You
more.
can sell on the street right now.
Private
Definitely.
sale. Yeah.
Because there's
It's
literally
gotta
no
be-
cars.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I can't get more than I won't take less than 5 at least. So
Yeah.
Check the dealership.
yeah.
Good.
Have my my.
Pretend
daily.
you're going to get an oil change or something.
Oh yeah,
Somebody will walk up to you.
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, hype for you, D.
Thank you.
Can't wait to
man.
get a ride. Ride with you, Darren.
Then you guys could like swap keys.
Yo, this truck looks so good, yo. I like the black, yo.
Yeah,
It
it's
is
black
fire.
on black on black.
Made me want to change my configuration now.
No configuration.
Yeah, man.
What color did you do?
I did like it's called El Cap. It's like a deep gray.
Green? Oh,
Deep gray. They have a forest green that looks fire.
I bet it does.
Yeah, but I
I
went with
bet
a
it
dark
does,
gray.
Niger boy.
Shut up.
So, what were we just talking about right before?
Darren, auction.
You know,
car.
right after that.
Car right after.
Derek got a car. You're getting a car. Oh, the cars.
Yes. Because I said it twice, right? All right, that's fine. I'll leave.
She said, car.
I don't have to take
and
this.
then car. Oh,
No, not. I meant like I wasn't talking about those cars.
Yeah.
I would just make cars generally.
Oh, yeah.
So, like for example, one of our friends, I won't say who, their lease is up. So usually when they get a new lease, they just go to the dealership and get another new car. She's got really good credit. There's no problem. She's been doing it for years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's supposed to bring in her car, her lease, next month. They told her there's only 3 brand new cars on the lot.
3?
3.
What vehicle?
A Honda Accord.
3?
3 new cars on the entire lot. Everything else is used. They told her she's better off just keeping it and financing it and waiting like a year or 2 because there's no inventory of anything. And usually if she decides like, oh, let me keep the car for like an extra month, they just let her pay the extra month.
Okay.
They told her this time, if the day comes when she's supposed to turn it in, if she hasn't already done what she's doing, they're going to come pick the car up.
Oh,
Yo.
because they need that.
They need cars that bad. And so that's why I'm saying no one can buy a car right now. So you can sell that on the street for like
Yeah.
double
At least
digit
5, yeah.
thousands.
Yeah, I'll
No,
do that,
not
yeah.
5, like 10 or more.
Really?
Yeah.
People need whips like that?
People need
Well,
cars.
I mean, yeah,
Wow.
yeah. I mean,
Oh, yeah, I'm going to list this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Get a little something at least.
Wow. So what are we talking about this week? Now that I've ruined everything with my silent auction story.
You ain't ruined nothing. That was awesome.
I have a not funny story that I saw on the interwebs. Would
What
you like
that?
to hear it?
Is that? Oh, there's a couple of stories that we have.
No, I don't think you heard this one. This one's from I want to say Louisiana. So basically, this woman, when she was a teenager, like 16 years old, she was walking home from a party, and some guy twice her age offered her a ride. When she got in the car, unfortunately, he took her home and raped her.
Wow.
And then she got pregnant. She had the baby. She let everyone just believe it was some boyfriend's kid, whatever. and they never knew she got raped. So this happened 16 years ago. So the lady's 32 now. So in like 2015, she was speaking to somebody, and they told her she still could file a police report because she thought that since she didn't do it right when it happened, it was too late. And they were like, no, you have 30 years from the time you turn 18 or something like that to report it. So she went and reported it. Nothing happened, right? Somehow, some way now, the rapist's dad has come back and fought for custody of the kid. And they're forcing her to pay him child support.
No. Nope.
First, they gave him 50-50 custody
What?
when he found out about her.
What?
Not
He didn't go to jail?
Not even the child's father. The child's father's father.
No, the child's father,
The rapist.
the rapist.
Oh fuck.
So,
Wait, so you don't go to jail for raping people? I don't get it.
So exactly. So I'm reading this like, what in the world? Turns out, she said nothing has happened since 2015 when she put the report in with the sheriff's office. The investigation is still open. It was never assigned to a detective, and nothing was ever investigated. So they say the man owns a digital branding company in the city, and the website shows the police as a client of his company.
Stop.
Wow.
So basically, he's connected. Which makes sense now, because I'm like, how would he even get that information to know that this kid's around? And once she put in that police report,
You put it
For you to file and all that stuff.
yeah,
That's nasty.
yeah. And I said, that is like the most egregious thing I think I've ever heard in the justice system.
It's a wild country, man.
Yeah.
Hey. Nah. No.
So, she's still fighting because obviously,
What a terrible story.
yeah, told you.
Sorry.
Yeah, why would you do that?
I told you it was not funny.
Jesus
You
Christ,
guys
man.
didn't believe me.
That's nasty.
I just thought that was the craziest thing.
Did I tell you guys about the video game me and the wife been playing?
Nope.
So, occasionally we like to indulge and play some different games. We usually been on the Switch, but I wanted to mess with the PS4. It's been a while.
I meant to ask you about your Switch, but
Tough to find. Get one if you can.
we do have one.
Oh, games?
Yes, remember we talked about it?
Right. Oh, yeah.
So I was going to ask if we could use your controllers if you have one.
Hell yeah.
All right, good.
Pro ones, too. So, there's this game on PlayStation that she found. It's a co-op game. Co-op means two people in the house playing together. Darren, I don't know if you know, they barely make those now.
Okay.
Co-op games, usually just online playing with each other, but like in terms of two people playing
Working
an
together.
adventure game or something together, there's not a lot of them. So she finds one called It Takes Two. Do you guys want to know the premise of this game?
I would love to.
It's about a kid whose parents are having a hard time, and it seems like they're going to divorce.
Oh, gosh.
And she has these dolls that she made, one of her mom and one of her dad. And she's so sad, and she just wants them to work out, and she cries. And the tears fall on the dolls.
What in the world?
And the dolls become the parents. And they're miniature, so they go through this adventure through the garden and all this stuff with this book about marital stuff that gets through the game. It sounds terrible, right? One of the funnest games I ever played in my life.
I really don't think I want to like know you two anymore.
No, check this out, right?
I don't want to know you
I don't
anymore.
want to check it out.
It is the cheesiest story ever. Worst. The book that comes out his name is Hakeem, but he has a Spanish accent. It's weird.
Joaquin?
No, Hakeem with an H. Yeah,
It should be with a J.
exactly. I was confused. I was like, he's Nigerian representation, but no. So that part's terrible. We skip through him talking about what you have to do, but the man gets certain weapons, and the wife gets something different, but you have to get through the mission together.
So you can't.
You have to, I have to shoot the bee wax onto this, and then you have to use your explosive matchstick to blow it up. It only works if we do it together. And
So
you
is
can,
this a game that's supposed to strengthen couples?
in theory, I'm sure.
Okay.
But if you just want to play a fun game, if you just ignore the story, it is so fun. And you don't die because, like if your wife dies in the camp, she died mad times. She keeps dying. I was like, do you want to get divorced? So, but your wife, she just comes right back. And if I die, I come right back. And if we both die, we start right at the end. It's not like they make it so you don't get frustrated at each other.
Oh, okay.
But it's actually a fun game. It's fun.
The premise sounds horrible.
It don't even be me and Skip. Sometimes I be watching a little bit. I want to see what they gonna tell us to do. The wife's like,
Yeah. That'll piss me off.
I want to shoot some stuff.
I want to know what's happening. Stop.
Right? But yeah, no, I didn't know such games existed.
Oh.
But yeah,
Sorry.
if you're looking for a game,
I've been thinking about getting the Switch for the house.
well, I don't know if they have it for the Switch. This might be a a PlayStation
Oh, I
exclusive.
have that too.
You do? Is she allowed downstairs to play with you? Look at
Yes. Although downstairs is off limits for now still.
Yeah, but if you move it upstairs, or if she want that, I'm telling you, and she's not a big gamer like that, anyways. She'll have fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
This is
it's
why
one
you
of
need a
those.
TV in the kitchen so you guys could do that.
That would be kind of ill.
A couple of stools. You need an island, of course.
You gotta have
I'm
a
sure you're
space
gonna have
for
an
it.
island.
Yeah. You can have a crap load of space.
That's
Eat
not a
some
bad
cereal
idea.
on a Sunday morning. And speaking of, she's here. Oh, we didn't talk about last week.
Oh yes. Oh, I thought you were gonna talk about last
Yo.
week. Yo, what's up, man?
Yo.
Yo, I swear for
Yo.
full goodness. Shout out to Kobe Dennis. Shout out to Justin. Shout out to Lauren. We had the opportunity of going to the Cornerstone Complex last week in Pawtucket, Rhode Island,
Tucket.
and located on the Black Block. And I must say, the energy
Doesn't it feel
surrounding
good in there?
everything is awesome. Our first time chopping it up with Kobe Dennis, that guy, I felt motivated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When we were talking to him before we recorded, but then listening back to the episode,
Yep.
I'll be there for sure for Culture Fest.
Mm-hmm.
But I think popping in over there just to see what they got going on, see where we can help,
Yeah.
is important. I hope everybody either checked out the episode or goes to listen to it, actually the exclusive. But he mentioned that in Rhode Island, only 4% of the businesses are black. And that still bothers me. And not to say it's the most staggering thing, because I know there are black people here that are doing great. But I also know a lot of black folks that moved and took their business with them. So it's like, it could be something, but like some of the talent leaves. And Kobe said, I'm staying. My boys left, I'm staying. I'm going to do what I can to help people, microloans or having a space or whatever it is. So that's like the kind of energy that we kind of all like are wishing somebody would bring in and do something with in a real way. So I can't, I feel weird if I didn't like actually participate somehow.
Yes,
in
for
that.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very excited, and I really want to, like you said, continue to build on that and be a part of that, because it's always very exciting to be a part of something where black people are doing something awesome.
Yeah.
And it also is always a great feeling to be at the genesis of something, right?
For sure.
And so you can tell this thing is just starting to take off. And in a few years, it's going to be like, remember when this first started? You know what I
Right,
mean?
it's
And-
one of those.
And so, yeah, I definitely, that's why when I first went there, and, you know, I obviously didn't have that long of a conversation with them, but I'm like, the guys have to come here.
Yeah.
I'm not explaining this right. They just got to come here. They got to see it. They got to feel it. They got to talk to Justin and Lauren to see, you know, all this information that I was there for like 10 minutes and they had told me so much. I'm like, I know they got to come here. So I'm so
Yeah.
glad we finally got to go. And yeah.
And you were very excited about it too. And listeners, I don't know if you know Jen the way we know Jen. She doesn't get excited like that about much, especially if it doesn't directly have to do with like us.
Yeah.
So when she came with that energy, I didn't know, but I knew it was something. And it was something. Yeah. And it will be something. Jazz Club.
Isn't that intense?
Jazz Club. That's why I keep 30 plus Jazz Club.
Woof.
What is this? Is this Rhode Island?
Woof.
What? Oh, I can't wait. Yeah, that's so. It's things like that that'll change the feel. Even if it's something that's just like once a month, knowing that hey, I'm gonna throw on something fly, and listen to some great music and be around some good company. I look forward to it.
Because, like, I was talking with a couple people that we know, maybe a couple weeks ago, about how we used to go out to the club in Boston, to the reggae clubs, and then I had actually forgotten how Boston had made the rule where clubs downtown couldn't play hip hop or dancehall or something like that.
Oh boy.
And so that's why a lot of people from Boston were coming to Providence to party, because they got kicked out of basically downtown, which is kind
I
of
didn't
crazy.
know that's what it was.
Yeah.
So is that why all those other places like the other spots just outside of Boston were popping up? Or?
Yes, and that's why if you, even like in Dorchester, Dorchester, yeah, I guess Dorchester, they're either cultural centers or halls that DJs just happen to play at, but they're not
Gotcha.
clubs. You know what I mean? 3Cs got shut down, and so and even that was a cultural center. It wasn't really a club.
That's true.
You know what I'm
Didn't
saying?
we go there for the?
Yeah. Whew. Talk about, I was scared, boy. I said, how did DJ get in a fight? Wait a minute.
Wow, boy.
I'll never forget that.
Some fun times.
Whew, Bim, I didn't know you were there with us. Whew. Damn. Bim's been
I've been outside
He's
there.
been at some stuff. We've been at some stuff together.
Old man Fuji's been around.
How we still alive?
That's why I'm an old man now. I'm
Yeah.
done.
Yeah. So, you know, so I saw something that somebody from Boston posted on my timeline on Facebook, that there was a flyer somebody had posted of a party in Boston coming up. And on the bottom, the club put no Timberlands, no athletic gear, blah, blah, blah. And so they was like, they really put no Timberlands. Like, there's not going to be a snowstorm for about 5 months. Like,
Right.
you really had to put that on there.
Right.
Like, they're really making it known that we don't want your people in our establishments. So, you know, having something like this where it's the opposite, like you said, it'll bring people from out of town, because you can't find a 30-plus jazz club in Boston,
Nope.
which is crazy to say.
Yeah, because it's so easy to kind of like push out a certain demo, but then a lot of folks will either just be okay with the change or leave. But it's because it can be hard to like try to develop that thing that you want, because it can't just be a building. There's got to be a culture around it and a people that will constantly go to keep it going. So it's something that I'm down to get behind.
And then the cigar bar.
I mean, that's easy. Come on.
I mean,
Hey, what do you want?
You guys,
What are you
guys-
talking about?
You
Yeah.
guys are all there.
What are you talking about?
Count me in.
So I
Shit.
wonder if by the time that happens, since Rhode Island legalized the reefer, you know, I'll just let you use your imagination for what I'm thinking. But
Yeah, I think that might be a whole nother process.
that's a whole different issue.
But I mean, for what they've been doing in that area, Kobe Nelson mentioned that the woman that they're leasing that building from owns what 8 buildings in downtown Pawtucket. So when you got that kind of pull in the city, yeah, they kind of will want to do things to make sure you're okay. So yeah, I think they can get some things done. It's very exciting.
Because this leads to a whole nother thought that I just am having now, and hopefully it doesn't come out sounding crazy.
Oh, let's go.
So you know how people who were kind of ahead of the game or could had the foresight with this whole marijuana legalization thing for years have been the ones who've opened smoke shops, because they knew at some point
Yeah.
business is gonna.
All those CBD shops that have been around for a
Yes,
few years. Yeah.
right. They knew what was coming. So when they finally legalize it, those people are first in line, get first dibs to go full dispensary, right? Cool. So we've got a bunch of those. And then there's the medical dispensary. They really have first dibs. Cool. But I'm like, no one's really setting themselves up, or maybe they are and I just don't know it, to be the first bar for people who are smoking instead of drinking. Because there's hookah lounges, there's cigar lounges.
Okay.
So at some point, somebody's going to open one. They have them in Colorado.
So how would that be classified? Because you need a liquor license to be able to sell and consume the alcohol in
That's
the
what I'm
building.
saying. Like, whatever license that is
Yeah.
hasn't been developed yet.
Right.
Because that's not a thing. But if you put yourself in a position to have a bar where people already can smoke, you've already got the ventilation, when that opens up, you've got first dibs.
Oh man, a few cigar bars are gonna flip if they can get because you already got the humidors in there. And
See
stuff.
what I'm saying?
That's
And then you can sell strains in there or pre-rolls in there, like the way you can sell cigars in a cigar lounge. Maybe I'm just giving away somebody's $1 million idea.
that's your
Or
idea,
your
Kyle.
own. Or your own.
That's what I mean. I'm not gonna do that. So somebody's gonna make a lot of money off my idea. Somebody's going, yeah,
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Things are looking up. Nah, I like it though, and unfortunately, after we linked up with Justin, What happened outside? I didn't see or speak to them.
Ben was like, "Meow."
Oh, you were gone.
I had to dip off, man.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you missed all that.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, so, they were showing us the large parking lot. That's also their space to use. That's going to be the site of Culture Fest. We're all like, wow, this is awesome. Thank you so much. We go back to our cars, and they open their car door and find that someone had broken into the car and stole his camera bag.
Crazy.
Which, if you've ever seen Justin anywhere, you've seen he's a whole professional photographer. He doesn't have any Mickey Mouse,
Right.
Digital camera. He's got like camera. He's got lenses.
Lenses.
He's if you've seen any of his images that he takes, the quality. And so that's just, I'm sure not only does it have a price to it, but it's probably priceless because he probably collected these different
Yep.
things over the years as he's progressed as a photographer.
Yeah.
So it was really hard to see that unfold, and it felt helpless because we had been with them for like 4.5 hours.
Right.
Yeah.
We had such a good evening. They gave us a tour. Boom, boom, boom. We're on such a high. Can't wait to post this. Boom. And then that happened.
Ugh.
And then it ends on a meow.
Yeah. So we're still devastated about that. If you'd like to, help them with their rebuilding, because he has to buy all his equipment again. I saw he put up a post that he's not giving up on photography. He's gonna come back strong. He's got a real good fire. So
Made me
I'm
happy to
mad
see that.
excited. You can either purchase merch from them from iknowjustincase.com. You can directly Cash App him if you feel so inclined. It's I Know Just In Case, or there's a GoFundMe. So if you go on our Facebook page, you should see it there. You can donate there.
And I also added to the link in our Instagram bio.
Thank
I
you.
asked for forgiveness later.
No, it's fine.
So you can go right to our Instagram, for the link there, straight to the GoFundMe.
Yes, they are such great people in the community for the culture. They support everybody and everything. They just always have a great aura around them when you see them. They just seem like the kind of people that would give you the shirt off their back.
For sure.
Even if it was their last shirt.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so, like I said, this is the kind of thing that community is for.
Mm-hmm.
And I really hope the community shows up to help them out because they've done so much for people in the community.
For sure. And I'll be contributing. So, yeah. Because, I can imagine. My little rinky-dink camera and lens that I just started picking up, I rented one, for God's sake, for the when Stars Line because of how expensive those things are.
Yeah.
So I can't even imagine.
You rented the lens or the camera?
The lens.
The lens, exactly. That's what I thought.
And that's how expensive the
Yes.
lens is expensive, more expensive than the camera.
Yeah.
By a lot. So, yeah, it's yeah. So if you can help, just any amount, it don't matter. And it also helps the morale,
Yeah, I was
especially
gonna say
since he wants to keep with it.
just knowing the support is there, even if it's like people don't have that much, but they tried to give us something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where I spent more on dumb stuff, so
Yeah.
I'll definitely be kicking in. And I gotta say, Lauren, that was my first time chopping it up with her for that long. She's a star. I don't know if she knows that or Justin. She's a star. So just do with you much with that information, Lauren.
She said that she's a lot of people have asked her to be on podcasts, but she always says no. This is the only podcast she actually said yes to.
Yay.
Right. So we're gonna have to
Yeah.
more yeses because listen, or just start your own.
Yeah.
Just use
Oh,
use
yeah.
the office. You got the
Yeah,
space.
you got the space.
And he's a DJ as well, so I'm sure he has
He
equipment.
has all, yeah.
Yeah.
It's easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
I listen.
Yeah.
Nah, she
Very cool people.
She got it.
When before COVID, when we used to do football Sundays, the ladies and I would start at my house. I've said this plenty of times. Watch the 1 o'clock game, and then for the 4 o'clock game, most of the time we'd go to 148.
Jen's such a Providence head, yo. I love it.
And so, because the 1 o'clock game is the Patriots game, so obvi, right? We stay at my house. I got 2 TVs. One's Red Zone, one's the Patriots game. Then the second game we go, because one of my friends is a Cowboys fan, and they always play at 4 o'clock. And then the other friend is a Steelers fan, so there was like, Roethlisberger. It was whatever. Doesn't matter. Off topic. So that's where I first encountered them. They used to be there every Sunday, and also Patriots fans. So it used to always be fun there. That's another place that's just like, I think that's where I won't even say that because, no. But it's one of those places that over the years I'm like, yeah, I like being around black people.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? it just feels good in there. Like he was talking about what they're going for at Cornerstone, how we just felt good being there.
Yeah.
148 was like that. Even if it was like 6 people in there, it's a good time.
Yeah, and it's a weird thing to explain, especially for us growing up going to schools where there's only a couple of black kids in the class, or working at a place where there's only a few of us. The feeling of comfort to kind of just be around, it's. I wish I didn't feel like that. I wish I was just comfortable, the same amount of comfort everywhere. But I'd be lying if I said I was. It's just. I'm like I don't have to worry about this people looking at me differently or anything like that. It just feels good. Stinks that it has to happen, but I'm not mad that it does. So whatevs. I like it. Hi, Darren.
Hi.
You all right?
You had something, John? I had a
Yes, do it.
weird
Yes, I want
thought.
to hear it.
Okay, so we're gonna go into the deep pocket of Darren's mind that
Oh,
nobody
boy.
should be in. I was driving down the street.
Singing do I did it dum did it do.
She looked good.
Stupid.
And there was a car wash going on at Hooters.
All right.
Right.
I'm listening.
Okay.
He didn't even tell you about it the day of. He is so selfish.
I'm saying.
Well, I didn't know what was happening. I just kind of drove by it. And so there are 4 women standing out there in their bikinis,
Still listening.
and they're washing cars. And there's a little bit of a line. And it's supposed
People
to
are
be
so
4.
dumb.
So
Shut
now-
up.
So
Shut up.
you're not gonna like my
Hey, you
stance either.
spoiling joy.
Enjoy. So I'm looking at it and I go, So if I go online, I don't care about washing my car. I'm just here to see the women. Is that bad of me?
That's why
No.
the only reason why
That's
they're
what it's
online.
for.
Okay.
And the women know it too.
And that's why some people are so stupid.
Okay.
They fell for it.
it's not.
They fell for it.
No, I want to see that. Here, take the money. I have this money for this today. That's it. My car's not even clean. Here,
Exactly.
just take
Exactly.
it. This is for that.
And this,
Here.
and this kind of goes back to, we had talked about the company that cleans your house,
Right.
And so I'm looking at it and I'm like, I need you to do a really good job. on
No,
my
that's
car.
weird. In between your rims with a toothbrush and a bikini top.
Man, okay, so I'm here to see the women. But also in the same breath, right? I'm like, can these women be upset?
If somebody comes back like you didn't really wash my car.
No.
Oh.
Oh,
If
I
somebody,
was-
no, not that. But can these women be upset that they are attracting attention?
That's the purpose. They know
They
what
work
they're
at
doing.
Hooters. They had to apply for that job.
Okay.
I get what you're getting
Yes,
at, though. So
because-
that's not that situation, because if we say, hey, we're going to have a car wash fundraiser at Hooters, ladies, if you would like to participate, just know it's Hooters.
You got to be wearing the Hooters.
They got to be out. So we do that to attract, which is a bit archaic.
That's what I'm saying. People are so stupid.
But if it works,
It works because people are stupid.
and
I'm not even saying people. Man.
I was trying to be nice.
no, don't be nice. We call it like we see it here. But then also, if you look at a car wash that got a bunch of kids, are you going to get the same amount? And it's Hooters has a whatever it is, anyways, about it. Where
Right.
people, the wings, but you know what you're going there.
That's what I'm saying. So the
Yeah.
fact that they work at Hooters is a double reason why they're not upset.
Yeah.
But it's so silly.
Tell me why, Jen.
No, I'm just, and it's not a bad thing. It's just silly. Like that.
Money's
that's-
fake.
that's
People wanna
something-
see boobs.
That's something like that. It's so simple and it works, and that'll never stop working. It's so simple.
It's from the beginning of time.
It is so simple.
Yeah.
And that tells you how, man, the primal urges in us
It's
supersede everything.
Yeah.
At-
To
at
where
the very-
people will fight wars for that primal
for that.
thing.
What war is this? Troy?
Troy, yeah.
Over Helen.
Yeah.
Over a woman.
So for these $20, I don't have to burn down another country. I can just here look. All right, fine.
Like that was happening before the car was invented, right?
Yeah.
Somebody invented the car. We've
I
made
love
all these advancements since that time,
But-
and yet that still works.
Of course.
I just,
Because that's how meaningless all this stuff is, right? We use it a lot as part of our day, but at the end of the day, we need to eat, we need to sleep, we need to procreate. It don't matter. That stuff happens without all of this.
that was such an elegant way of saying it.
was.
I was
'Cause I
not
was
gonna
like,
I was not gonna stick that landing.
I did good?
That was
You did
good.
great.
Oh, thank you.
Because
Procreate.
those 3 words were.
Right? Because that's what we're here. If we don't do that, we're done as a society, as a civilization. So that's part of one of the elements. I have to see those so I feel good inside to make more kids. It's gonna work.
Beautiful.
Yeah, if you make it easier for me, I just give you money or Kit Kats. What?
I was gonna say this is why the Kit Kat BJs work.
Kit Kat BJs.
See, I didn't say the word this time, Darren.
Oh man, their marketing team would do great with that, but they can't.
No. Take it, man. Oh.
Is it like soggy?
Back
No,
off, bar.
but if you keep
Holding
waiting.
I know what I'll do. Darren,
Yup.
have you watched any episodes of Miss Marvel?
No. It's next.
I saw the first one.
Any good?
I love the way it's directed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's really fun.
Is it by Kevin? Kevin Feige?
Good question. I feel like I saw his name, but I'm not sure. But it's like really fun. Yeah, I think you'll like it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Can you, for those people who don't know what it is, can you set up the premise?
Yeah. So the Marvel Universe, MCU, if they're expanding. I don't know much about Miss Marvel though, but one thing that I did get from the first episode is Disney/Marvel is they're teetering still, Darren, for me, but they're so damn good at what they do. So some would call it pandering, and that's why I say they're teetering because they're doing just good enough for me not to raise an eyebrow at the representation.
Okay.
They should have representation. But then when you, and it's partially my fault for being so like cyclical, but also like people being so obvious with just putting, what happened?
What was that word?
Cyclical?
Wow.
Cynical is what I
Cynical.
want. Cynical.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry. Cynical. But you know, certain shows and movies, they just put a cast together.
Yeah.
But it's not really like strong actors or the chemistry's not there. So it's like, it looks like you kind of just wanted to incorporate different people. Disney gets away with it because it works. Young lady is Indian, teenager, trying to get her license, has a friend. All this Marvel stuff happened in New York where she lives, or New Jersey, wherever. And she just is a fan. And something happens, and now the story is there. But the way they're capturing her origin story allows for them to keep this Marvel thing going
Got it.
longer because she's like 15.
Got it.
So you
Got
can
it.
have
She's
her.
still
in the-
young.
They're killing it, man.
Okay.
They're killing it.
What's the matter?
What happened? Oh, Jen, okay. But yeah, no, that's I think that's gonna be a good watch. I wasn't looking forward to it too much, but I was pleasantly surprised.
Oh, good. I'll
Thanks, Jen.
definitely try to watch. I've been stuck on Rick and Morty thanks to you.
It's so good.
It's very good.
It's so good. How can one stop watching?
The dad, Jerry,
Yes.
he's the same voice actor, is an Archer.
Stop it.
plays
I haven't watched Archer yet.
I can see you liking it.
Because you've been telling me for years.
I think it's very smart.
Somebody told me I should watch that.
Yes,
and
you
I
both
never
should
did.
watch it. It has a very good
No,
sense
I
of
got.
sarcasm.
I have my shows, Darren. You already know.
Yeah, I know.
She is so.
You
But you agreed already.
Oh, there's a show
Yeah.
that you told us about that we got to watch.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah,
I was,
you
I was being
agreed.
silly.
What-
Can I tell the people?
Of course, tell us.
So season 4 of Seeking Sister Wife on.
Stop! Listeners, this is how much I love you. And I guess I love Darren and Jen.
I guess.
If you hear, what's the name of the show?
Seeking. Something in my coat. Seeking Sister Wife.
I would never in my life watch this thing. Ever. But the clip I saw today. Sorry, go ahead. Go.
That wasn't even a clip. That was the beginning of the episode.
Oh, damn.
That's how the
They
episode
didn't even
started.
load it up with the.
No.
That wasn't even like the
That was-
juice. That wasn't the juice. That was
That
just
was
the
just
tip,
the
my
first
friend.
family they showed.
That was just the tip.
I'm sold. There's a whole world out there I didn't know about.
That was just the, you got to rub,
I think.
you know,
Get it wet.
Darren is stupid.
Put that paintbrush on that canvas, boy.
boy. You got to get it right. Don't shove it in yet. You just got to make sure it's time it a little.
As Darling says, you gotta start up the Chevy, pump it 4 times and hold it down.
Oh my goodness.
Darren knows. I'm sure he's had a few of those cars. He had a,
I've definitely been on a cold morning. All right, come on.
Come on, pep talk to the car. Come on.
I gotta get to work. I'm already late. Come on.
Ah, there you go.
So yeah, Seeking Sister Wife. It's on TLC, which TLC just puts anything on now. That used to be the Learning Channel.
That's what it's. That's why they just go acronyms, so you don't even really think about what happens.
Nah,
That's what it used to be.
the learning
TLC is Learning Channel. Yes, this is where we are learning. So,
This country's in shambles.
so basically, these are polygamous. You can't even call them couples because there's more than one person. Polygamous. Some have 4.
Families, Jen. They're families.
Polygamists. That's it.
They're
Polygamists.
families.
And
just
the-
like yours, just different.
Just different.
Everyone
Just the
is
same but
different.
different.
Just different.
So,
I'm an ally, so it's fine.
these sort of be like one man and he has like 2 or more wives, and they're looking for an additional wife to add to the family. Henceforth, the title Seeking Sister Wife. And these women call themselves sister wives, some of them, which is already kind of weird. And they get all excited, like, yeah, I like having another wife because then it's like not only do you get a husband, but you get like a best friend built in too,
Sounds
So,
fun.
What that jazz?
all that jazz.
So now, I typically wouldn't be into the show, but in seeing the beginning of those episodes, I am really intrigued, and I think most of the intrigue is because I didn't think I'd be as in favor of what I saw as I was. As
Yeah.
ridiculous as it seems, as long as there ain't no crazy stuff going on, they're actually happy. I'm like, I kind of rock with them doing it their own way. I like it.
Because all the logic they use, there's not one piece of logic they use where you're like,
Right.
except for I mean, if you're not the type to like to share things, then sleeping in the same bed with more than one person, or
Yeah.
allowing your partner to sleep with more than one person, that logic doesn't rock with you.
Right. But that's where that agreement comes, where 2 adults are saying, okay, this is actually something I'm cool with.
Right, but I
versus,
just had to put that disclaimer because I said nothing that they said doesn't have logic.
Yeah.
So if you're not into that, then that won't have logic.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, those people,
Right.
they'd stop right at the beginning of the episode. Like, 2 wives.
Bang.
Get that outta here.
All that happiness in that man.
Yeah. Right. How dare you be happier than me? And I say it because everybody's aware, divorce rates be high, a lot of cheating, a lot of just unhappy situations. I don't pretend to know what it is. I don't, like some people will say, no, it's this way, but then I see so many other ways. How can I really believe that it's just that way? If I'm being truthful with human interactions, even now we're not animals, but if you look at some animals, they'll bounce around too. So I don't know if we're actually doing it right.
Right.
Well, we do have to follow the laws, but it seems like it doesn't just feel right for people.
Yeah.
So-
There are a lot of people
Natural
who just
Yeah.
who will say they naturally don't feel like monogamy makes sense to them,
Yeah.
and it's not like they're trying to be jerks. Some people
Yeah,
just
just
that's
like-
just monogamy don't make sense to them. Me, I'm very monogamous. I'm very domestic. Like that's just me. But I understand.
She's a domesticated human.
I'm almost a domesticated cat, Siamese maybe, hairless
Yeah, I
perhaps.
Oh, God.
I like the hair.
They're so ugly. You have to keep those in the house. That's me. You gotta keep her in the house. You don't even want her in the streets scaring children and stuff.
She's a Persian cat.
Just Persianly
Where's all the
walking.
cats here? No, this is Jen.
It looks like a finger. So anyway, but like, there's more than one person to cook, more than one person to clean.
Take care of the kids.
Take care of the kids.
Yeah.
You got a built-in homegirl.
You got-
When he's being a jerk, you got somebody at the house. You're like, we're going to get a drink and leave him. Like,
Yeah.
That's more income coming into the house.
that's
Ooh,
my income.
That'd be my main. 3 incomes are better than 1.
Hold on now.
Uh-oh. Brainstorm.
Multiple adults in one house. Yeah.
So do we think the government doesn't love that because that's a way to like sustain a household without having to like strain for income?
Which, I mean, you would think.
Because they wouldn't have to work as many hours,
No.
for example.
Yeah.
No, they wouldn't.
So now you have less people in the workforce.
And they're not like roommates. They actually love each other. They all just want to
Yeah,
like
they're all on
be
the
together
same team. They're
and live
working
together.
There's no sense of independence as far as like, well, I'm going to file my taxes different from you guys because,
Yeah, that's interesting. Because I'm so biblical. They'll use the biblical man, woman,
Yeah.
or 2 partners, and that's it.
yeah.
But I go to church a bit, I don't know if I've seen multiple not allowed specifically.
I was gonna say I don't think that's biblical that you
Doesn't say
can't.
it
I
in
would
the
say
Bible.
Is that just a U.S. law?
I just think it's just a law that people made because
to
of the
be.
fact that I wouldn't, but like from before U.S. was a thing. It was a,
Yeah.
you know, it was just kind of a mindset that humans created and agreed upon. Well, some humans, I wouldn't even, probably not even all humans, just the ones that ended up being the bullies of everyone else. Like, this is how we're gonna do it.
I mean,
And it was more like survival, right? Because
Yeah.
I had land, or my parents had land. If I'm going to do this, I need somebody with me to have kids so we can keep this thing going. They didn't have Snapchat. They didn't have Tinder back then, to where finding a partner wasn't hard. It's wild different now than what it was like then. So
Like these people are going on dating sites specifically catering to people who are looking for an additional wife. That's a thing.
that's how specific and
yeah.
so, and it's like
And there's
being
single-
on Amazon. You're just picking who you
yeah,
want.
and there's single people who are like, oh, I like that couple.
Yeah.
It exists.
And
So
that's how this show exists. Yeah.
yeah. So as society evolves, there's certain things I just don't know if it's that anymore.
But even if you look back in history, there are instances where kings and emperors have multiple wives.
Yeah.
And
My
of
homeland-
course, it is one-sided. Historically, it's been one-sided, but there are cultures that the woman had several different husbands.
Yeah.
And that's just the way it worked. I think it's just us as Americans that somehow added this stipulation because it's not in favor of the government. It doesn't benefit the government.
Yeah, and it's a
I
lot
think,
of countries
I think
too.
that
But
in
it's,
America,
yeah,
it's just a stipulation of you can't legally be married to two people. But in other countries, it's still frowned upon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say it's a U.S. thing, but it does benefit the U.S.
and that's
as
why I
you're
wonder.
saying.
And that's why I wonder if it was like something culturally, because if all these other countries are saying, "Oh, we're going to do it this way,"
I think it's a Christianity thing, personally,
Mm.
because like in
Yeah.
Islamic
Catholic
culture,
thing too, right?
Catholics are like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I believe in Muslim culture you can have more than one wife.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. I think one portion of humans during our evolution just kind of was like, no, this is the way it should be, and then another group was like, nah, this is how we do
Nah,
it.
we out here.
And then eventually,
We out here. Hey, Darren, get your truck. We out here.
Put 'em in the
Put 'em in the back.
Put 'em in the
Put 'em in the back of the ridge
We going
line.
hunting tonight,
We
baby.
out here, baby.
you guys
Sorry.
are stupid.
Yeah.
Nah, yeehaw.
You got a cowboy hat for the truck?
He got a sombrero.
We'll work with that.
Let's start. Let's
A
start.
cowboy hat's for like an American truck. He's got like a foreign truck.
I'll just stop by Tractor Supply. You know, get me my overalls.
You
and
can't go to Track Supply with a Honda pickup.
Yeah, you can.
I can go with a pickup.
They got a
If-
truck there.
Actually, if I
It's
go with a
fine.
pickup, they'll be more likely to accept me. Ooh-wee.
But it's not like an
Look
F-150.
at that city boy. He got him in one of those newfangled type
F-150
things.
too big.
It's not an F-150. No, 250's too big
Both too big.
for regular people. But people who love pickup trucks, it's just right.
I need something to fit in my garage. I need something quaint and quiet.
There you go.
Small trips to Home Depot.
Right.
Small shit. I just want to get a cabinet,
When I started up,
A
I don't
toilet
need
or
to
two.
a vanity.
I'm not pulling lumber.
I'm not pulling a boat or a trailer or a camper.
No. Just a nice cabinet for the wife.
Yeah.
So yeah, one of the families, they're actually living in a camper right now because the guy, I guess his profession is building custom homes. So he's building them a custom home,
Wow.
which is going to include an in-law for one of them's parents to live in,
Wow.
as well as them and their wives and the kids.
Now, here's an interesting question I just thought of. Are we okay with the kids being exposed to this type of lifestyle?
Of course.
Yeah, your kids
That's
do
their
what you
kids.
want.
I mean, no, I'm not saying like it matters what we think, but I'm like, if we could say, hey, your child shouldn't be exposed to this, or it's okay for your child to be exposed to this,
Yeah.
and they took our opinions into heed, like, because I know me, I would feel like, say I practice this lifestyle, it was newly thrust upon me, I would probably try to shield my kids from it.
Why?
Because maybe because I'd be ashamed of it.
Live
Not
it
ashamed, but I'd be like I know this is not for everybody, and I don't want to expose
Influence?
you to this or influence this if it's not your thing.
I think of it the opposite. Like people will say, "Oh, people don't want to see gay people on TV because they think it'll make their kids gay." But gay kids have seen straight people on TV their whole lives, and they still are gay. So what you see doesn't necessarily dictate how you feel.
I have an interesting
Bingo.
question about Not
Go
question,
ahead.
but around that. It's off. It's gonna go
ahead.
left. So this weekend was the birthday party at our house, and it was an Encanto theme. Have you guys seen Encanto yet?
Birthday
See,
party? You had a birthday party?
Yeah, it was the wife's brother's daughter's.
Oh, that's
first
nice.
birthday party. So they had the Encanto theme. They encouraged everybody to dress up. So I dressed up as Felipe, right? Had the yellow thing, and so Kaiser wanted to be Luisa. Mm-hmm. He loves her. Like she's strong. Yeah. So, my wife is very like, hey, this is what you want to do. This is what you want to do. So got in the outfit and it's a little dress, and he wore it, and that was just it. And so I'm sitting there talking to Dennis, and Dennis is like, "You letting him wear a dress?" And so we had a back and forth on it. Mm-hmm. And so I'll be very honest and transparent. A part of me was like, I don't want to expose him to that. Just because he's a little boy in my eyes, he shouldn't be wearing a dress. To me. But then
That's very honest. Yeah, that's fine.
But then it's also recognizing that he can do whatever he wants as long as he's happy doing it. He's not hurting anybody. I recognize that he is 3 and he has no concept of sexuality right now. So for me to take that into consideration is not really valid in that. So, but Dennis was kind of like you're kind of exposing this side of things to him, and then who's to say that's not going to have influence on it when he grows up? And so now I'm like, it doesn't matter to me if he happens to be a homosexual when he grows up. It's as long as he's happy, like I don't care. But still, some part of me is still like, but he's wearing a dress.
yeah, and part of it I think is just because it's not something we're used to.
Yeah.
But like Jen said, there isn't an indication that this plus this equals straight.
Because if there was, then more people would do that
Right.
formula.
Okay.
Or this plus this equals having multiple wives, or even getting married. Period.
Yeah. There's no formula for it.
Right, and I think that's where a lot of people end up at just mind your business and raise your kids the way you raise them, because we haven't seen a certain path that leads to an exact thing.
Yeah.
Right.
No one has this thing figured out. We're all just kind of, working through it, but we got to respect each other at the end of the day, too. Mm-hmm. So if the kid wants to wear an Aquaman fit to somewhere, a kid's party, he wanted to wear it, man. I don't know.
What
Be
would
cool
it
with
tell
it.
you? Yeah.
If he wants to be his favorite cartoon character at a
Yes.
party
Yeah.
that's themed around the movie, let him be the strong. She just badass one in the movie.
Right. And that's where he's recognizing these commendable characteristics of her. And it's like, she's strong and she's tough and I'm strong and tough. Yes, you
The
are.
kid likes the Hulk.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't he like the strongest person in the cartoon?
Exactly that. But then still, I don't want to say stupid male, but like at the very base of it, there's still like he's wearing a dress.
Yeah, but you've been around that kid enough. You think
Yeah.
that changed anything? No. Yeah. So, and that's what it boils down to.
Yeah.
He's gonna go right back to his,
his normal,
Incredible Hulk
yeah.
stuff and all of that right after.
Yeah.
And again, it's not I'm a girl today thing. It's no, I'm my favorite character today.
Yeah.
He was still Kai. It's not like,
It's kind of like Magic Johnson with his son.
oh, I was thinking about it. I didn't know I said it.
Them said, whoa.
Everybody loves EJ. And how, watching the documentary, he was saying how, like, when he was younger, his dad was teaching him all these basketball drills and stuff. But that didn't change the fact that when he became of age and started, having feelings sexually and emotionally for other people, that he liked guys.
Yeah.
His dad was Magic Johnson teaching him basketball drills. It's one of the most masculine things that you could be trained as.
That's magic.
That was
He ain't
good.
even-
That's good. That's good right there. You good. You feel good. You know what I mean? So yeah, like Bim said, you're good. But I understand the apprehension because it is different.
It's different. Very different.
It's
And
different.
The wife, she's very like, whatever makes you happy, kid. But she did, initially when it came up, she's like, are you okay with this?
I love that she did that.
She did
Yeah.
that.
Good.
Yeah. She's like, are you okay with this? And I was like, hey, this is what he wants to do. This is what he wants to do. And I said, like, I'm not thrilled about the idea of him wearing a dress, but hey, at the end of the day, that's him. It's just like I see like these teenagers, the guys are painting their toenails, fingernails.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
And toenails now too.
in my head, I'm like, like, why are you doing that? But okay, like,
And then to me, I've been seeing UFC fighters do that for forever.
Really?
because if they injure their toe, like kicks and all that stuff, it gets like black and blue. So they would just end up painting all their toes black. So
see it.
it's just like in Atlanta how they had the blackface example, but it actually meant something in that culture.
Yeah.
In certain cultures, UFC culture, no, you paint the toes. We know what that means, so it's fine. Amongst straight men who do it, I knew straight men who were getting the clear coat for a while.
I was gonna
when they
say,
was
yeah,
in
a
their
lot of
manicure.
guys go to get manicures and pedicures.
True.
And I would see some of them do one color on something.
Yeah.
But you still a killer, so you still you. You just wanted a color on your joint. All right.
Yeah, all right.
That's it.
Like, I guess it goes back to what you were saying. Like, we're all just kind of going through life, figuring it out. Yeah. And so, like, a part of me that did feel bad. Like, why do I have a problem with my 3-year-old wearing a dress? And then another part is like, like,
It's not bad that you questioned it.
Yes.
Because I would have questioned it too. Probably would have put up a little more fight than you did. But I think ultimately I would have been like, it's fine.
Because who wants to disappoint their kid?
Yeah.
You want to be the one to walk up to Kai and be like, I know this is the character you want to be, but you
no,
have
you
to be
Right.
this.
you can't wear this. Only girls wear
Because
dresses.
he's not gonna like that.
Yeah. All the other times you let me wear what I want to wear.
Yeah, now you are the problem.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, see, and that adds to the joy of the kid's youth
Joy.
and childhood. I hate you guys, and it doesn't end up being a negative memory, because you never know what could be a memory that's
Like a core memory.
yeah, it's like damn, but I really just wanted to do this, and my dad was like, no.
So now the next time he really wants to do something, he's like, do I even tell Dad?
yeah, so,
You don't want that foundation. Yeah.
Now I gotta question everything I do as a father.
oh, you're
Oh,
fine.
stop. You're doing a great job.
And he's super young, but it just would have been hard for him to understand
Yeah.
the resistance. It's like, but it just adds like a layer of confusion that they
Didn't
don't
you
need.
tell me it's good to be strong when I did this with my arms? And
Yeah, it just confuses it. And the purpose of Encanto having that character was for that.
Yeah.
Mostly, I'm guessing women, it was, women to be strong, encouraging women to be strong. But look at the message. No, everybody,
Yeah.
you can be strong. All kids.
Yeah.
Not just the little girls, the little boys too. Everybody could be like me. That's fire. They body that.
There's a couple more things about TV I want to talk about real quick. One,
Something interesting or?
Yeah, sure. One, tomorrow is Thursday, which is we're recording early because it's Game 6 of the NBA
yes.
Finals.
Ooh,
How have these finals been so far?
my goodness.
Jeez.
Louise.
Louise. Darren, you watched game
I watched,
5? That was 5?
The last one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, Andrew Wiggins. Ooh, doggy.
Nah,
They're-
for me it's Robert Williams. That's his name, right? The guy with the dreads, the short dreads.
No.
Celtics.
Oh, I don't know what he did.
He's like defensive player. He blocks.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Everyone
yes,
shots.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
That's
He's very
that's
good.
the
Very
standout
good
for me.
blocker. Very
No,
good
Andrew Wiggins last game, he went crazy offensively.
I didn't watch the last game.
Oh, you didn't watch the game that mattered then. That's the one that when Golden State up 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Andrew Wiggins went crazy.
blocker. Yeah, even though Steph was having an off night.
Yeah, and that's what it was.
Yeah, they say he was 0 for 9 at the 3-point line.
It was
First
the first
time-
game that
oh,
he
go ahead.
hasn't scored any 3-pointers.
Wow.
Right?
Since 2018.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So, hey.
What in the world?
What a run. What a run.
What in the Tom Brady is that?
So as he's breaking all these weird records, like the most 3-pointers made in an NBA Finals. It's him, Klay Thompson, LeBron James, and then like Jordan by almost double less than them. It's ridiculous.
Oh.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a different game, though.
very different game. But they shoot at a high percentage too. So
Yes,
it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
and the most important thing, the amount of finals appearances, because this is their 6th.
Got it.
So it's really impressive.
Second thing.
Wait, predictions?
Sorry. As much as I want the Celtics to win, and they're in the Garden, I think the Warriors are gonna do it.
In 6, huh?
That was
That was
my
your-
original
That was the
prediction.
original thing. You said 6.
So,
I said 5. I do think they're going to take it. This next game, if Steph was off last game, then he's going to be on this game.
Yeah.
And
And there's a legend of Game 6, Klay Thompson,
ah,
who historically goes off, and he's due. He's been heating up a little, but then he's been off. I think he has this confidence where he's
and they're not at home, so they have a little bit more like
they hate the Boston fans, so
Yeah.
it gives them like that
a
extra
little
fire.
bit of like.
Did I tell you guys about that show Winning Time on HBO
No,
with about the Lakers? I thought I did. Jerry Jones and when he bought the Lakers. I said Jerry Jones.
Jerry West.
Golly.
I think I saw a little bit of it. Darling was watching it.
there's an episode called F Boston, and it's one of my favorite episodes of anything that I've ever seen in my life.
Wow.
I'm not even joking, Darren. I would have ran through the wall. That's how hyped I was. I was so, because they set it up by Red Archibald and I'm drawing a blank. Dr.
Julius Erving?
No, the owner who passed away of the Lakers.
It's not Jerry West?
No, Jerry West is the logo. Buss. Dr. Jerry Buss, right? Yeah,
Sure.
Buss. Yeah, Jerry and Jeannie Buss. So it's about him buying the team. So he meets Red Archibald, whatever, who used to be the owner of the Celtics. And their little beef starts there. And then the Celtics draft Larry Bird. And the Lakers draft Magic Johnson, who had beef in college. And Magic Johnson beat them to win the championship at
Yeah,
at
I didn't
Michigan.
know that until he was watching that, yeah.
So
I was like, oh, this beef is early.
yeah, so they end up playing them, and man, intense. And the fans, they talk about the legends of the old Boston court. I don't know what
parquet court.
The parquet joint. There were dead spots in the court where if you dribble, it just goes away. There was the legends of the leprechaun being on the opposing rim that just knocks balls away. That looked like a spot. They talk about all that, the rats in the visitors' locker room and all that, everything. And then I run to Google, and all this is true. All this stuff happened. It was just a phenomenal episode. But anyway, all that to say, F Boston. But I would love selfishly a Game 7.
Game 7 is always a great fun
I would
time.
love a Game 7.
But if there was a Game 7, I wouldn't be able to watch it because it'll be on a day when I'm going to sleep early.
You wouldn't stay up to watch it?
No,
Why?
because my body was shut down.
I
Oh,
do
that
think-
happens.
yeah. I think if there is a Game 7, I don't think War is going to take it.
Ooh, you think?
You think
I
Boston
think-
will go back there?
And Chase Center and take it. Interesting.
I don't know why, but
Like it's-
I feel like that's how the
I
story
feel like at this
plays
point,
out.
yeah, anything's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially with the refs, they're not really consistent.
Oh, it's been all over the place.
Yeah.
But it's been interesting watching Boston, the younger team, but it seems like they're starting to gas a little bit. Game 1 and 2, I saw a little bit more energy, but the second half of the last game, they were like
Oh,
dragging a little bit.
yeah.
Yeah, I feel like every game the next day, the highlights is how the third quarter they just like died,
Yeah.
and then fourth quarter they had to come back, and sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't.
Yeah. So, I don't know. They're just not getting a lot of offense. And Tatum's been weird. Something's going on with him.
Yeah, the other thing that's tomorrow is the Martin reunion,
Oh, that's tomorrow?
But I don't got BET.
BT Plus.
I don't got
And
that either.
it's an app because we were trying to find out where we're gonna watch this thing. So if you have Paramount, which has BET on it, it's not that. That's not.
Oh,
it.
Come
I was
on.
like, I got that.
They don't want us to watch Martin?
But you know how on the TV itself has apps on it.
Yeah.
So when I went onto that part of the TV yesterday, trying to find the Peacock, I was like, oh snap, BT Plus is on the TV. So the app is on the TV if your TV has the apps
Okay.
on it. And then when I clicked on it, it said start your free trial. So I'm just gonna wait till tomorrow and start my free trial.
Of BET Plus?
Yeah.
Good turn.
Yeah, they charge for that. Yeah, the Plus makes it no.
Why wouldn't they just incorporate it with Paramount? It's all under the same Viacom umbrella. Like I don't.
want to. I want to be separate.
But that makes me
Not
feel a way
separate.
though. You're a wild man.
I want to be separate.
That makes me feel a way though because all these other networks have all these other mini networks underneath it. Why BET on its own? It's not going to
Because I want
survive.
to be separate.
Because
It's not going to survive.
Separate.
it is surviving,
BET Plus
I guess.
because it exists don't mean it's surviving.
And watching the Michael Che show
I haven't watched
on
it.
HBO Plus. One of his writers and good friends is Will Sylvans. Why you do that?
Oh,
Who's
really? Oh,
He's
that's cool.
an old comedian that was on Def Comedy Jam.
Why is that's very familiar.
Yeah, so Darren and I always have that joke.
This is not friendship joke.
We have agreement.
We had agreement. We had agreement.
And then the last thing on that note, we've been watching on HBO season 7 of Def Comedy Jam.
Oh.
And I think it's a season where they came back. So it's from like 2005 or 2007, something like that. So, what is his name? Mike Epps is the host that season. And some of these episodes, like, the lineup is so crazy. So, it's 3 comedians every episode.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to read down some of the comedians. I'm not going to say all the comedians, but on this season, okay? Episode 1, Tony Rock and Samoa. Episode 2, Adele Givens and Earthquake. Episode 4, ready for this one? Kevin Hart, Melanie Camacho, and Cat Williams.
Interesting.
Ooh.
Episode 5, Bruce, D-Ray, and D.L. Hughley.
Was this like a special? Like they
It
had
was
all
just-
the heavy hitters.
This was just Def Comedy Jam. At the time, they were the up-and-coming comedians.
What year was this?
06.
But yeah, Kevin Hart.
By then
was-
he already
was-
had his stand-up out though,
Who?
right?
No.
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 This was... He had just had his baby girl. And
Yeah,
this,
no.
Soul Plane? Did he do Soul Plane?
He might have been on Soul Planet at that
Okay.
point. He definitely wasn't on 40-Year-Old Virgin at that point, but he
No.
was
He
like
did-
that
yeah.
young.
Okay.
Episode 5, Bruce, D-Ray, LDL. I just said that one. Episode 6, Aries Spears and Arnez J. 7 had DC Curry
I
on
love
it.
Arnez.
Yeah, me too. 8 has Bill Bellamy, and it just says Leslie. It's Leslie Jones.
Oh.
Yeah, just watched that one.
Bill
yesterday.
Bellamy be killing, yo.
He's
be
so
killing.
funny.
He's a killer.
so funny. See, episode 9 has Joe Clare, which I forgot how
Joe
funny he was.
Cleese.
I
Joe
forgot
Cleese.
he's a comedian and how funny he was. He was saying how he grew up and he was the gay dude's brother in the neighborhood. So his brother was gay, so he's the gay dude's brother.
That's funny.
And how like one day his brother was supposed to be watching him because his mom didn't have a babysitter, but it was gay pride parade. And he was 11, so his brother took him to the parade and then like dressed him up in suspenders with like face paint.
Wow.
And then the next day in the paper, they
Wow.
had his picture and it said DC's gay population gets younger and younger.
I'd have to fight somebody. You have to fight somebody now.
Oh, it was so funny. So yeah, him and Red Grant and Mark Curry on that episode.
Mark Curry. Wow.
And Red Grant's running for mayor of DC. I don't know if he won or if he's
Who's
running.
Red Grant?
He's really first. If you saw his picture, you'll know. Episode 10 has Dion Cole, and then episode 11 has Guy Torrey and Corey Holcomb.
Dion Cole.
Love him.
With his, was that with the notepad?
He always has the notepad.
Okay, I love the
I
notepad.
love when he
What a
does the
great
notepad.
bit.
Oh, I love the notepad
I
thing.
love, and I love that he. Yes, yeah, he's running for like mayor of DC.
Oh, him.
Yo.
I follow him on Instagram. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, I love
That's
when
awesome.
Dion does the jokes when he writes it down.
So that comedy scene, wow, that's a lot.
That's heavy.
That's like, what's the thing that was on BT?
Comic View. That's
Comic
also very
View.
heavy.
Def Comedy Jam, like that's like alumni throughout that whole
Yeah,
run.
Comic View
Wow.
has like, yeah.
Oof. So now, so I always have to do this. A lot of them are still doing their thing and killing it, but also a lot of them have like risen ridiculously.
Yeah.
So what's the new crop? I always think about that. Like who's bubbling?
Which is why I everybody knows I love Clint Coley. I feel like he's in that next.
That hero.
and he uses social media well.
He's very well.
Yeah.
And not in a corny way.
Right.
There's a lot of people who are on social media who are viral on social media, so they think they can be comedians. And I don't like.
Right.
He's the opposite. He's a comedian who's on
Comedian
social media.
first.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
funny as hell.
This Tony Baker, I thought was pretty funny. I have yet to see.
I don't know why I always thought Tony Baker was kind of like in the middle of that class and this class.
Oh, well.
I don't know why I always thought he was in the game longer than I guess he has been.
He carries himself like an older guy.
Yeah,
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Because he's probably our age, right?
I think he's a little older than us.
A little older.
Yeah, I feel like
he's
was
in a weird space. Then.
I feel like he was either on the very end of Comic View or something. I feel like I saw him on something old, but I don't know. I could be just crazy.
Yeah, I can't think of too many young black comedians that I'm familiar with.
There's one girl that we went to go see, and I can't remember. It's Tari, something like that. She was pretty funny. But then you have, like you said, they have social media now that helps get the word around a lot.
But for stand up though?
Like for stand up,
which ones?
For the stand up comedians that are coming up now. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. Carlos Miller, DC Young Fly, and Chico Bean.
Yeah.
Those are 3 good ones.
Beasts. Yeah, yeah.
Those are 3 good ones.
I haven't seen any of the individual stand up though.
See, Carlos, I first knew of from stand up,
Really?
Oh, wow.
from the show Last Comic Standing on NBC.
Ah, okay.
I wanted him to win his season so bad. I was so pissed he lost. And then this next season was when Clayton English was on there.
Okay.
Which that's when he came on there and they were like, oh, he's friends with Carlos Miller who was on last season, and Clayton ended up, I believe, winning.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's how I first. So when I saw them like still in things and coming back and the whole 85 South, that's why I was excited about it.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, yo, that dude was funny as hell, but I don't think NBC crowd was ready for that kind of funny.
Nope.
They have a niche.
Yeah.
Not a niche, but they have an audience.
Yes. And
Yeah.
so back then, I mean, that was a long time ago.
And we saw what he does now. That doesn't. That wouldn't fit for him.
Oof, I wonder if that's on Peacock because it was an
That wouldn't
NBC
fit
show.
for him.
If it is, I might watch that again.
No, because I dig comedy, but also I don't want to spend the grip to see these people that I've watched before in these stadiums. I like catching like a Clint Coley, Craig Robinson at the.
Oh,
Providence.
he's great.
But I want to like catch another person, Andrew Schultz, but he's white. But I like give me some fresh people to
fresh
listen to
faces,
and check out.
Oh, there's another cat. I see them all like on IG and on TikTok. That they have little snippets of their specials.
Yes.
And it works. And then a lot of them they do skits. I think one of the Supreme One boys. I think one of them tries to do stand-up comedy.
Good.
So
Because it's the skit thing I get, but that's
Yeah.
to me at least it's like a different category.
Yeah.
You can't do that when I go see you live.
yes.
You got to stand in front of
Yeah.
me, just me, you,
Yeah.
with that microphone and
Yeah,
get busy.
All the Haitian, there's like a bunch of Haitian cats that are breaking into the stand-up world, like Junior, Success Junior. I can't remember any of their names right now, but Jonas and James.
Okay.
Like they,
Those like your cousins or
they're out of Florida,
Okay.
but they do a lot of hosting gigs. Dulo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, now that you say that, who's the other cat? Yeah. Now that you say that, yeah, some of those folks are doing some
Yeah.
stand, but I got to watch their actual
Yes.
stuff. I haven't
I
seen
feel like they
their-
do their skits and their funny videos for social media presence
Yeah.
first,
And then they
very
become
little.
comedians.
Yeah.
Country Wayne was doing comedy
Yes.
first,
Yeah. Yeah.
but then he did the social, which blew his stuff up even more, and he's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Carlos Miller season of Last Comic Standing was 2014.
Damn, Jen, you be watching like
I like comedy and
that's
like reality
a long
shows.
time. That's true. That's
So
true.
it was kind of like up my alley. I'm like, I don't know how the format of this is gonna work, but I'm gonna watch it, and it was actually good.
I can dig it. Where we at for time, man? We've been
Probably
rocking.
like 17 hours at this point. I feel like I need to clock out for break or something.
Nah, we
No, we
Gucci.
good, we
What's
good.
what we got going on this weekend?
Oh, this weekend, Loud Session, Juneteenth,
Father's Day.
Father's Day. We didn't even talk about Father's Day. There's
Father's
2/3 of us
Day.
are fathers.
Shout out to the wife. She already got me some Father's Day things,
Hey.
at which I got mad at because I felt like she spent too much money because we say we don't want nothing.
Yeah.
But I have to learn how to just accept it.
It's
and
okay.
blah, blah, blah.
You deserve it, King.
I don't, but I don't want it. How you deserve something
You
you
made
don't
a
want?
baby. You did a primal thing. You deserve
The
it.
primal thing.
I'm just saying that because of what we talked about earlier, guys.
It
I'm
works
not,
though.
yeah,
No, it works.
I'm
It
not,
works.
I'm not downgrading them being fathers, guys. These are my friends.
We had to postpone 401 karaoke. I actually meet with them tomorrow, so it is coming. Keep an eye out. Keep an eye out soon. Juneteenth. You guys going to the Juneteenth thing on Sunday?
I should be.
Hope to.
Darren's not going.
No,
You're-
no, no.
you might
I
go.
want to. It's just
Yeah.
Carter starts football.
Hey.
Sunday?
Yeah.
Dang,
On
wow.
Father's
That's the
Day?
first game. I'm not coaching, so I'm happy.
And why did you start football so early?
I don't know. It's that league. Sorry, John. I didn't mean to.
No, I didn't do
interrupt you.
anything. We were just talking about things that happened this weekend, and that's very much on brand of the conversation.
Bay is actually the coach. Shout out to Bay. So yeah, so it's like football, and then we usually do little get together for Father's Day, and hopefully that ends quick enough that we can go check out.
Wow, that's a
Juneteenth.
busy Sunday. You and your
It's-
busy
it's always-
Sundays.
It's always like that.
You and your
Always.
busy Sundays. I
Always.
would lose my
Always.
mind,
Don't like busy. It doesn't feel good.
especially on Sunday.
It's on
The Lord's Day?
You're supposed to relax.
What do you know of eats? Shout out to the 3Z boys. Contact, Sir Lex, Cito, and also shout out to OT. New single. Very smooth.
I like it.
They can send it to you?
I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, OT on the track. I didn't know he got busy like that. But it's
That
called
was, no,
Miss
that
Me.
wasn't- That was OT Energy?
Yeah.
That was him rapping?
No,
okay.
production wise.
Sorry,
He made the beat. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I loved it. I love the vibes.
Smooth. So you can find that on
On.
all DSPs. They just put it up today. We got a little exclusive. So it's called Miss Me. Miss Me. DJ O featuring Contact, Cito, Sir Lex, my boys, 3Z. What up?
Whoop, whoop,
Keep it
whoop,
up,
whoop.
boys. Keep creating creators. You feel me?
Yeah.
You feel me?
Can't think of anything else that's happening right now.
You got a truck. I want to go see it again. Let's pack up.
Okay, let's go. See.
All right, guys.
Later.
Sorry for the crazy beginning.
No, we're not. I can't wait to hear that.